Okay, let me overlay up. Well, now it's not technically an overlay. Oh wait, hold on. Is my okay? I'm live. Audio should be there. Have my new projector set up, which I'm excited about, but it's not finalized. But it fits on the wall, so that's good. And I think, yeah, I think I could actually make it here. Let me menu settings, keystone, quick corner. Oh yeah, we can straighten it up. I mean, I'll end up needing to adjust it later. Okay, that's as far as it goes for now. Can I go down? Oh, I can. And that's fine. Okay, and then this side I can go right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, that's way better. Oh, it's a good thing I tried. Moral of the story, guys, always try. Right? My camera's a little scuffed, but it is what it is. You know what's I just realized, I don't know why. When I start the stream, I half expect like audio to start playing of like a bunch of people talking. And like by a bunch of people talking, I mean you guys. And then when it doesn't play, I'm like, oh man, I can't hear them. And it's like I'm like expecting like a Discord call. Maybe I need to do that. It's a little hard though. Does anyone do that? Start the stream with the Discord call? Probably Brago. Dang, I haven't watched other stream in a while. Can't have that mentality while opening ECG cards. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird one. I was just like, why is it so quiet in here? But yeah, as you guys can tell, I didn't get the paint up. Maybe actually next week is probably not happening either because no comment. I know I always say a cryptic thing around the Vin Smoke family, but got some Vin Smoke family stuff happening. And yeah, just the whole Cake Island arc is happening all over again. But yeah, projector's good. The thing will be playing on the overlay. Oh, what's sick about this? I don't know how to do it yet, but like technically, once I figure this out, PC free animation. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm still new to this. Oh. Yeah, I gotta figure out how this thing works, but I can draw on the screen. You guys see that? Yeah, I don't know how to clear it though. So just got this thing and didn't have enough time to test run. You guys see this? We got this is some upgrade, bro. And then soon it'll be way more visible because the paint will be up. And then yeah, but yeah, not too. I think I just go over it and I erase it, but it's so hard. Try. Nah, yeah, it's not working right now. So we're just gonna go back to whatever this mode. What's this? Pen mode PC interactive. Okay, so I think maybe I can set it up. Oh, that's probably smarter. I think maybe I could set it up so it connects to my PC instead of the projector, and then it will be like a mouse. Oh wait, no, that's pointless. I have a mouse. We'll figure it out. I'm not gonna paint it purple, but it will be. It's a projector friendly. I won't need to paint it purple because then I could just overlay colors if I want a specific color. Um, let's see. Looks like a schoolroom. I mean, we're getting there. This is a school projector technically. It's a really nice projector that I got for mad cheap, and I'm like, wait, this is insane. I might, because I know that this is a really good deal. I didn't get like a really nice one, but it is really nice for what it is, and like it's really nice. but it like there's a new version that has a laser thing in it. I think that one would all around be better. Um, Brightness, visuals, everything, HD. Pop-up ads rubbing their hands, nah, we clear the pop-up ads. um but yeah, and then the timer will be like on the screen somewhere, eventually it'll be up here, and then the idea is the projector won't be here so that when I point to it, it won't have my arm shadow. But honestly, I kind of like it because then if I want to point to something, I could just be like that, but then that gets obsolete when I use this. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. This is pretty nice though. The one thing I had time for in the break week to set up down here, it was literally just coming down here and be like, ooh, projector. And I set it up. It's still on it's not leveled properly. I might get a mount, or I might just do something more ratchet. I don't know. But all in all, pretty nice. Let me see. So something I realized was there was a few super chats that I left open. So I figured like these are from 2 chapters ago, I think. So I'm just gonna read through some of them, and then we'll get into the normal nitty gritty of things. I don't know. I don't think Sai will be here today because I think the chapter released late. So like he probably is working on his video, then gonna head to work, and then he'll be home at late. So we'll see what it is. But yeah, there's a few super chats that I apologize for not getting to. I forgot about these. But yeah, they're here. And these are from 11:59. So this one's from St. Pat's. Prediction for the next cover story, which would be the last chapter, which, you know, we ended up seeing, which honestly kind of funny in hindsight what we ended up getting. Page 1 accidentally eats a smile fruit and dies. I do want to know. I want to know what happens if you eat a regular devil fruit and then you eat a smile devil fruit. Also, what happens if you have green blood and then you eat a devil fruit? Do you just die? Is that still goes back to my thing? If me and Sai were in the One Piece world, the Yonkos would be no more. Anybody with a devil fruit would be cowering in fear. Sai, you know, like we'd open up a restaurant 100%. Honestly, that might be what Zeph's plan is. Like he's waiting for the day for somebody like with a huge bounty. Oh my god. Wait, Zeph? Zeph could be playing the long con. Holy shit. Now I think about it. Imagine that. He's just running an innocent cafe, and then all of a sudden a huge bounty comes in. And then he just slips in a devil, and they have a devil fruit, and then you slip in a devil fruit and you just kill them, and then you take their bounty. Maybe that's how he affords to be on the sea. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Try turning off the lights in the room. Yeah, I could do that, but then so let me see. I have a ring light on, and it might end up like splat. Like this light would be like very concentrated. Technically, I don't have lights on in the room, which looks weird, right? Like clearly it's lit, but there's only one light, and there's supposed to be 5 more, and they're technically, I could just put the bulbs in. The ceiling paint is... Oh, wait. I'm going to do the other paint. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to have to deal with the... It's a progression. Slowly but surely, over the course of stream, like each stream, there's like one thing better, right? You got to take baby steps. One thing at a time. Next time... I don't know if there's gonna be an improvement by next stream, because that's next week probably. Unless Oda, Sai didn't actually notify me. He told me spoilers relate, or like not spoilers, like raws relate or something like that. But I don't know if the break week. Probably no break week because we just had one. But anyways, slowly but surely we'll make improvements. But yeah, let me get to this other super chat. We got bound. Oh no, I responded to this one. Remember, St. Pat's with $10 said Garling stabs his baby mama, scars her across the face. She gets away with Dragon's help and finds Ivankov, gets her gender swap, becomes a warlord. Oh, I did I read this one over Alabasta? Yeah, I read that one. I read that one. Let me double check. I read this one because I know I missed a few. I just didn't remember which ones exactly. I did before I made a list, but then I forgot to have the list up. But I read this one. Oh, Alejandro Solis with the $5 super chat says, "Can't believe Pillow Talk, Shaki's panties, and actually caring about your family has made the best flashback arc chapter in the final saga." Oda, this is true. Honestly, that last part, the family part, is huge because I realized something. I so I was making, like the Fraud Valley part 2, the Rocks video. Um and something I forgot was that video is technically a conclusion of a series. Godfather Shanks and Fraud Valley were essentially like two different directions of my Yonko series. And if people remember, I made a video about Big Mom. Mosh was in that one. Had Kaido, had an Underworld video that was put into the Shanks one. And the overarching thing that I said in the Whitebeard, not Whitebeard, in the Kaido, Big Mom, and Shanks video was that there's like a weird, like Rox's crew has a weird connection with family. Like they each have like an element of family that's like so emphasized that it'd be weird if Rox didn't have that as well. And now, and I didn't include that in the first Fraud Valley video, I don't think, but like now it's even crazier because like all the motivations for God Valley for Rox is just his family. And that's like exactly what the Yonko series is saying. It's like, yo, this isn't a pirate crew. This is just family. These are just people fighting for family, essentially. So it is pretty interesting how that ended up working out. Zamdi Al with $5 super chat says, "Did you Moria on page 7, middle left panel behind the woman? Also, the line about saving children could also be about Blackbeard since he has two sisters." Yeah, the two sisters thing. We do. I mean, hey, we don't necessarily know who on God Valley is related or not related. So, but I think there's 10 super rabbits. So maybe there's more to the Davy family than meets the eye. We have Babe Pluto with $5 super chat says, "How is this a pirate story? But we ain't got no Eskimo brothers. It's time, Oda." Oh, I remember this. I remember that. I read that one. Saf with the 5 GBPs, the Great Britain pound, I'm assuming. I love this flashback. The Rocks lore has been so great. I'd be surprised if we get the full God Valley fights, though. Should be the next movie, to be honest. Yeah, the fight. See, that's what I've been on with the whole God Valley flashback right now. Is that like when we got it the first time through Kuma's memories, we got Kuma's side as much as Kuma knew, and Oda cut off the flashback and was just like, "Yo, like we Kuma doesn't know anything anymore, right? Like or anything past that. We have no idea what happened on the island." That's what he said. That was Ivankov, Ginny, Kuma, and then in this one it's like a weird flashbackception, and it just kind of like, I guess like from the stuff we know, I guess Harold could know this, but technically like the stuff that we should be getting from it are all things that Harold found out and was a part of his lexicon of memories, so to say, right? Like, but like some of these things don't like example like the Ginny to Morgan, that whole scenario, that's obviously not like a, like it makes sense for Kuma to have known that, but doesn't make sense necessarily for Harold, right? Or like the intricacies of Garling and Shanks, Shamrock, Dragon, like those things, right? So like that's obviously more than Harold knows. So it is interesting that I don't know what we're getting from it. I guess Harold knows everything that happened. Maybe he's a three-eyed tribe, honestly. Um, Let me see. Okay, so that's all the super chats that I missed. I'm glad I checked that out and remembered. I apologize again. That was because I had a wedding that time and I had to cut the stream short. Which I also want to add. Last stream, Sai was gonna come on, and I was waiting for him, but also like I was like, I don't want to like pressure him because he had work and stuff and video and whatever. But the moment I ended stream, the second I ended stream, he responded. He's like, "Wait, I'm here." And then he screenshotted that he clicked on my stream with 11 seconds after it ended. And he was just like, "No." And I was like, "It's fine." I ended up having like so much stuff last week. Mr. Rubik said, I just remembered this. This is all Loki telling story. Yeah, no, exactly. This is from so this is how I rationalize it, and then we'll get into this chapter ASAP. I rationalize it as Loki is explaining why killing his dad was necessary, right? Because he basically says, "Yes, I killed my dad, but you're a fool to think if it was a cold-blooded murder," right? That's what he told Hired in some words. And so he goes into the flashback, and then we see Harold dying, and then we jump into Harold's flashback. And so then for me, that's telling me like, oh, this is Harold's like life flashing before his eyes, right? Right before he meets his maker, his brain jumpstarts like everything that's going through his mind, everything he lived through, and he's reflecting on it. And now we'll see his final moments. Right? Like, what will he smile, for example? Will he cry? Will he have regrets? Whatever, right? Because that's a huge theme about death is like, it's not just like what does death mean post Egghead. It's also like how one accepts death, so to say, And we've been seeing people who regret it, people who smile, people who, push on a will, right? And Harold's a character that like, hey, I wonder what his will was. Maybe we'll learn something that helps us rationalize Harold a lot better. um um my memory was he said he didn't kill his dad. It's weird, right? Because he didn't deny that part. I'll bring it back. Actually, this is actually an interesting thing to bring back because this would be a Stephen Paul translation. So I don't know if we reflect on those too often on this stream because we normally don't have them. But let me see if I can pull it up. A Horrible Day. There we go. No, it was here. Let's see. Preposterous Hockey. Thank you. Where's the part? It's the line with the trees. It's the tree line. The one where like you listen to the story of the trees or whatever, like that one. 1148 then? No, before that. Let's see. I'll pull it up on screen once I get there. But yeah, I mean, obviously we saw the flashback and he's not there and his dad's already like stabbed, right? But I think it's one more. Damn, this thing. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. I want to see what TCB translated for this because this one makes more sense in this scope, right? At least when I'm rereading it, it says, "How's this look on the thing?" Oh, you guys can't really see it, can you? I guess I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can change the colors on. This is actually kind of good. Contrast. Turn up the contrast. That might help a little bit. Sharpness. Nah, that wouldn't help. Did it anyways. Brightness and turn down. Because then it might show up better. A little bit. I'll have to adjust the colors later on. Yeah, when the paint's up, it'll be better. But yeah, here it says, which I focus on. Take a look at the woods around us. They all say I went and killed my dad, which is the funny part. To take a look at the woods around us. They all say I went and killed my dad with pure murder in my heart, but you don't believe that, do you? And I'm pretty sure the TCB one that I remember was a little bit different. Can I pull it up right now? Was it's 1143? View all chapters. Let's see. Oh, okay. I see that where okay. So here in this one, in the TCB, it says, "Don't tell me you're really like the rest, thinking I actually killed our father in cold blood. You don't really buy it, do you?" And then that's where I was like, "Wait, Loki, why did you add the in cold blood? You could have just said, thinking I actually killed our father." And I was like, why did he add the cold blood part, you know? So I was thinking at that time, I was like, maybe it's that he did kill his dad, but it was because it was needed. Like it was a necessary, like he was saving his dad from something, right? So he had to do the, uh, what's it called? He had to essentially put him out of his misery, you know, like one of those things. Like, I guess now, if we look back, right, if you got Dami Reversied, for example, which which could actually make a lot of sense if you look at, you know, apparently he pulled out his horns and then he has his horns at the end, right? It's 1153. No, before that, 1152. Horrible day. Right, like if these are his horns or he pulled them out, right? I thought it was just his shoulder thing, but then if it's his horn, he got Dami Reversed or something. But he's not that big. Anyways, point is that if like Dory and Brogy got Dami Reversed, maybe it'd be better off if you just took them out so they're not like, you know, shunning their own legacy, so to say. Harold's blunder was him eating two devil fruits. He wasn't reversed. He morbed out because of two devil fruits. Hey, in this community, we morged out, okay? Um, but yeah. So that's you know, super chats we got there. We're here for 1161. Let me just put the timestamp in, and then we'll get started. 28 20. Let's do that. 28. Oh wait. 28 20. Cool. Okay, and then let me get the timer up. Oh, oops. I forgot to do something. Give me 1 second. Forgot to do something. There it is. Okay, timer should be right there. Nice. Okay, got that going. Let me see. There's something else I was supposed to say. Oh yeah. Welcome to the knockup stream, chapter 1161. We're coming off of a break week, so something's a little hazy, something's not. Hope you guys had a not super eventful break week, because a lot of the events are a little wild. That being said, hopefully you guys are staying safe and healthy. And what's it called? Sai probably won't be here today. Let me send out a message again. Let me do that real quick. Um, let me know if you can pop in. Started now. Cool. Yeah, as you guys can see, the overlay is Noverlay, and we are transitioning into a school a classroom setup, which the projector is not at its optimal state. It doesn't have the mount. It doesn't have the proper screen bouncing happening. That's all in the works. The camera isn't leveled. I'm not leveled. Technically, I think I could fix it if I just rotate my desk, which is another cool thing, that a whole desk can just move, and I can change the lighting. But we're at like 10% completion at the last step of the this room, as far as like being able to call it a stream room. But it is nice because it is really soundproofed, even without the door. Um, but let me see. We have do I have any other things? No, we went through super chats at the beginning, the ones that I missed from 11:59, and other than that, this may be a shorter stream. I do have a decent time this weekend, and then next week I am super busy. So hopefully I can get a bunch of things done for you guys. Get a lot of the things that I've been promising out into the interwebs. But that being said, let's see, how long will the reading take? Over 61 minutes is 65%, and then 35% for under 51 minutes, which the 61 is because 1161. We'll adjust that accordingly. I don't think, it's hard to say because these chapters are ridiculous. Are kind of nuts in the sense that, like, there's been a bunch of over an hour stream reactions or readings, and so who knows, maybe this is also another one of them. I have no idea. And with I'm imagining that we're gonna put it back to like 55 minutes or something, and hopefully I can get my reading reaction back down. Surely Oda can't keep squeezing all this yapping out of me, right? Ooh, voted under for the first time in a long time. That's interesting. All right, so without further ado, guys, let's pop in. I'm going to start the timer. There it is. And then let me move this over. Oh. Oh, because the resolutions are the same ones. There we go. All right. Let me go on here. Okay. What the? This is like, it's okay. All right. I was adjusting this projector settings earlier, and I turned the brightness or whatever down, and this is insanely bright, which I love. I love these ones that are like so colorful, because Oda loves, like, to remind some people. I have a short on this, where in this scope of where I was looking through a lot of Oda's interviews and Oda's notes to us and stuff like that. And one of them, he was saying that at the start of One Piece / earlier in his life, he didn't want to put a lot of colors into his work because he thought that people would think that he's childish and he would be unserious and made fun of for having so many colors. And so he self-imposed like a limit on himself, and is like, and he, I think the word he uses, like, if it was more muddied. And which is funny because when you look at early One Piece, you can see what he's saying, but it's still colorful and vibrant, especially when you like Luffy and Zoro and Sanji. But then over time, he incorporated way more color, and you can see that in these like double spreads. And so whenever I see him do like these insanely bright, vibrant, oh my God, Robin praying, woo, these like pieces, art pieces, it just, he had a good time. He's happy. And like I have his color walks. Wait, color walks. Is this supposed to say works? Color works, but then it got translated to walk because the R and L. Anyways, he posts all of his artwork that he's colored in. There's the digitally colored ones that he doesn't do, that are like the volume stuff, and I think you can find those online. And those aren't him, but he has his own colored in art pieces like this in there, and like he has a bunch of notes along with them. So yeah. One Piece base shop. Okay. So this is gonna take a long time to like fully look at, but I do think it's interesting. Bunch of dolls. Wow. Very interesting. The dolls are very, very oh, it's a skill crane. Brooke is the claw. Chopper's inside. They've got a chopper thing. There's a bunch of. Okay, so I was assuming like it's all like the people who died or people who are going to die. But like then I see other people like Sabo and Yamato and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, no, never mind. Kami, Whoop Slap. Oh, is that a Perona? That might be a Perona. Yeah, Viola. Oh, Sanji has all of his girls. Wait, you didn't even talk to Perona. Why is Perona in your arms? And what do you have with... Oh, wait a second. This is an interesting one. Wait, who's this in the back? And then Zoro has a Mihawk. And a ship. Why is Zoro lapped up on Shirahoshi? Did he ever even interact with her? Very interesting. Oh, he has a bird on his shirt. That's interesting. Okay, and Luffy has Gaimon in his mouth. That might be kind of... What does that mean? He has Gaimon in his mouth. Huh. He has Sabo, Shanks, Ace, Makino, Garb, the Don, Rayleigh, the goat. My goat. My Dark King, baby. Whitebeard. Oh, Whitebeard has his Naginata. Wait, that's kind of... Wait, that's the best one then. Oh, he dropped Boa. He dropped Boa. Or is Boa's like sentient and is trying to climb on him like Toy Story? Which, funny story, I just showed my son Toy Story, so. Huh. Carrot trying to grab onto Luffy too. Momo in his pocket. Interesting. And then, because it's funny, because like I would imagine Vivi, but like he don't give a shit about Vivi. Oh, Yamato's sort of there too. Kinemon's sort of there. Then Nami has, and they're fighting over Chopper. You got Nami with Bellamere, Nojiko, and Vivi, and Hardus. Wait, this looks like a Fishman Giant. Wait, whoa, wait, that's Jinbei holding. Wait, whoa. That might be significant. Hold on. Hold the horses. I'll put the timer back up, but right here, Jinbei is holding what looks to be like an Elbaf helmeted, but like it looks like a fishman. But I don't think we've ever seen that character. It like if everyone's holding someone important to him, then Jinbei's holding someone that we don't really know, I don't think. Because he has blue skin, but it has an Elbaf hat. Maybe it's just miscolored. Because we have Dory here. Or Brogy. So maybe that's it does kind of look like Dory, but like oh, and then Saul is also okay. Maybe the coloring's just off because Saul, I didn't even know that was Saul. He matches this green. Is Saul a fishman? Imagine that. Imagine that's how Saul survived and landed on O'Hara. He just washed up. He has that fishman gene in him, you know? That'd be kind of nuts. Get the timer back up. Go. Let me see. We have Tom Correa, Clover, Zeph. Yo, wait, this is wait, what the hell is that? Why is there a giant lion in the back? This is such an interesting. I feel like you could learn so much, but also probably it's just probably just random stuff. Very interesting. We don't have Usopp or Robin. Oh no, Robin's here. Usopp's there. Usopp's playing. And Robin's hoping. But we know that Robin doesn't care about people. She cares about the books. She's like, fuck those kids. I'm saving buildings, baby. Damn, this is interesting. So Robin's trying to get Clover. Usopp is trying. Wait, who does Usopp care about here? He doesn't care about anybody here. I guess just Chopper. Frankie wants to get Tom. Interesting. Very interesting. What we hold in our hearts is ours forever. The One Piece. Okay. All right. Well, that's that. Then we have Otis note. All things considered, guys, 9 minutes on the clock. I did that. That's pretty. Considering what we looked at just now, that's pretty good. We have Otis notes. I always thought horse meat was only good. What? I only thought horse meat was only. What? I always thought horse meat was only good as sashimi, but I recently went to a joint where they did grilled horse instead, and it was delicious. All right, okay, what up? I got tripped up. I saw sashimi horse meat, and I'm like, I think isn't that like sacrilegious? Like I feel like people would be upset. But he's Japanese, so who am I to say? But like, you know what I mean? But my brain fast forwarded and read joint, and I'm like, he's openly marijuanaing? What the hell? And then I saw grilled, and I was like, okay, maybe I just have this mixed up, and then my brain readjusted. And so horse meat sashimi is good, and grilled horse. Very interesting. I've never had either. I could try it one time, but I don't think is it illegal? Is horse meat? I don't know. I feel like I've been to places that have like shark and crazy aquatic animals. Alligator, bison. I've been to a place with that. I don't know if I've ever been to a place with horse. Can you do that in America? I thought you just race them. I didn't know we don't like farm them. Westerners get so weird about which foods are allowed. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not necessarily that. I'm okay with trying anything. I'm the guy who's like, bro, in the future, we're gonna be eating like bugs because they have higher protein ratio. Theoretically, but horse. I just feel like people love. There's too many horse girls, right? Like people see them as pets over here. Okay, chapter start. A love ballad in a hail of arrows. Ooh. It's poetic. Okay, what do we got here? Only child Yamato in the Holy Inari Shrine. Inari. Inari Shrine. Interesting. The resting place of heroes. Ooh. I'm assuming this is the Odin shrine that we saw like last time when she was overlooking. Like this is the Odin thing. I'm assuming that's Odin. And then oh my god. Imagine I mean there has to be, right? There has to be a Moria, right? Right? Like we just saw Morias, right? So there's gonna be a Moria, and then the scabbards, so Izo, Ashra Doji, uh Hawkins wouldn't be here, right? No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, Toki. Okay, yeah, she should be here. Um, actually, now that I think about it, didn't I recognize? Hold on. Okay. If Kozuki is here 3 times, Moria, Odin, Toki, then I should be able to see it. Wait, oh, these two. Oh, wait, no, not these two don't match. Oh, this is like a game. Well, which ones match? Oh, these top 3, right? Do these top 3 match? Probably. Oh yeah, this one, and this one. Okay, so this one's probably Toki. Oh, no, wait, what? No. I thought these top 3 match. They look like it. I don't know Japanese, so shot in the dark. But yeah, anyone else? I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Interesting. 15 slots, right? And it's a lot of names. Oh, Pedro, right? Pedro should be here. Shout out to Luffy, right? He was one of the dudes. Oh wait, why would Luffy have a? Luffy doesn't even know how to write, right? Someone else probably did though. Oh right, Minx. They care about Minx on Wano, the brothers. Yeah, that is, I guess, interesting lineup of things. And then we got Zoros. We got these Zoros on the side. Very interesting. And then Kinemon and Momo. Cool. All right. I'm assuming people will figure this out, the translations, because they're pretty up there. Let's see. Chapter start. The island became an inescapable flashpoint where motive and fate erupted into a battlefield of nightmares. Oh. God Valley, what happens when legends meet? Still no cloud splitting. Some frauds on this island, all I'm going to say. Head for the evacuation route. Oh, wow. Is this a Raizo? Is this a Raizo as a celestial dragon? That's crazy. This looks like a scrunched up Raizo. A little bit. This might be the best looking ugly celestial dragon. Like best looking NPC celestial dragon. This one right here. And I'm not saying it's just that he's not, like, look at the dude next to him, bro. Wait, that's Pound. This is just Pound's, like, brother, but small. And this is Lola and Chiffon's dad. Or, yeah, what the heck? That's crazy. Head for the evacuation route. But there was a prize I really wanted. What? You're not even competing. Oh, they might be competing. We don't know. We will take responsibility and get it for you. That's crazy. Responsibility? You'll be taking responsibility for all of this, you idiot. Wow, that's crazy. We might have a chance. Let's use this chaos to hop on a boat and slip away. Dude. This guy just has an arrow sticking out of his back. That's wild. Who is using... Okay. Who is using bow and arrows in One Piece? I need to know. We do. I don't know. Like, we've seen bow, like arrows, plenty of times, but we haven't seen like a bow and arrow user. Really, have we? Like, not like that. I feel like. I feel like we haven't really seen like a prominent. We even seen one in the background. I remember in Wano they had the bow and arrow thing, but I don't even remember if they had the people shooting them. They just showed the arrows like flying. Um, the Kuja pirates. That's a good point. But like, who's they doing that right now? The one giant egghead. I need to see. I need more of that. Like, this guy has a bullseye, bro. This guy got hit by like a Yasop contender, and you're telling me he's where's the like the green arrow is here somewhere. This is the island that Oliver Queen was talking about. This is why he's so cracked. The green arrow is at God Valley. Um, you don't know what I had to go through on the island. Oliver Queen was also a Celestial Dragon too. Crazy. Um, where's Shaki? Is she all right? Eris teach? So that's mom, son, right? Eris? Whoa, wait a second. That's actually nuts. I did not, because like, we got her name. Do we see her in this chapter? Oh my god, I'm excited. Wait, I'm excited. Eris is a crazy drop, actually. It sounds generic, but like, wait, Eris is kind of nuts. But I don't remember down. I remember up. Wait, Eris? So, oh man, is she Marshall Eris? Like, is that Blackbeard's like where he got the Marshall from? Marshall Eris? Hmm. No, because Eris, I'm pretty sure that's a significant name, but like I don't remember exactly. Trying to remember why, like where. I have a tab. I have a tab somewhere. One of these 100 tabs. There's that, but I'm forgetting where in like the conversation. Um, mythology, but is it? I'm thinking it's. Yeah, I think. No, I don't remember exactly. I think what's hard is like Eris is. I don't know if it's like a god or a significant like demigod or something like that. Or is it a place? It might be a place. Oh, that'd be funny, like Ellis Island. And just L's and R's. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. That's an interesting name to give. I like. I'm glad Oda did that, but I want to know if she's Marshall Eris, and is it Marshall D Eris, or is it Marshall Eris, or is it not Marshall and Blackbeard chose Marshall on his own? I think it's Marshall Eris, right? Because then it would parallel the Ace thing. I should keep going. I feel like I said last time. I think there was a comment I responded to on the Parcast about the name, the importance of the name of if it's Davy. They were coming at me because of the whole Davy conversation. Is she Davy? And I was like, the Celestial Dragons are treating her like one, but I don't know if that means anything. Like, I don't know if like is she just a Davy and it's like a weird thing, or is it like she's not a Davy and it's like a Marshall thing, and then like does her lineage matter as well? Um, but hopefully we get more info on that. Where did Roger go? Oh, that's Garb. Okay, so Garb chasing after Roger, Roger going after Shaki, Rox going Eris, Teach. Interesting. So Rox is going to middle of island. Roger's going to middle of island. They're from opposite sides. Garp. I don't remember if they said. I think he said the north side, right? Garp. That's interesting. So then it's like a meet in the middle kind of thing. I guess they won't meet until they get to their objectives, which is interesting. Oh, actually, no. Eris and Teach might not be in because if they're being hunted, might be hiding. Anyways, hang in there just a bit longer. So the dragon with the babies. Where are the Navy ships? I don't know. Dragon not in the forest. Hello? More pirates. It's not this way. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I see them. A marine with a little bundle, in his arms. Oh my god. She's big. Also, she's just like she's just doing a burrow breath. Okay, that's cool. Wait, what happened to her? Oh, I thought her shoulder got blown to bits too. Oh wow, she's smoking a cigarette or a cigar. Puts it down. One arm plank. She's strong too. Damn. Definitely girl though. Definitely girl. Can definitely see where that comes into play. Shoots. Good aim. Good aim. Honestly, interesting because this is One Piece. Imagine she just aim for the head, but Dragon loses his. Imagine his arm falls off. No, Dragon has two arms. We've seen it. We've seen his second. There's no way. Unless Vegapunk gave him. Imagine his second arm is artificial. It's not that crazy considering they do know each other. But I'm sure it's just like a One Piece wound and he has just have we seen Dragon shirtless? No. We've barely seen Dragon. I wonder if there's like a gaping hole in his arm. Oh, that would have been sick if he was thinking about the Holy Knights and he held his shoulder. And then like damn. I guess Ace took after Luffy's dad and Luffy took after Ace's dad. They're both donuts. That's crazy. The donut family. Got him. You're a lifesaver, Maffy. Maffy? Is that like math? Garling would have killed me? Damn. Okay, so Shaw dropped a baby, picks up baby. Whoa. She doing all this in a skirt? Or a dress? A long dress? This is a summer floral dress. Bro, this she why is she it looks like her ass just came back from TJ Maxx, bro. Like, what is this fit? Why did she just go to the clearance section at TJ Maxx? Why does it feel like something my wife came home with? God Knight Satchel's family, St. Maffy. So Satchel Maffy? Yo, why does her head look like a volcano? Is this a part of her, or is there a volcano in the back? No, this looks like... No, that's part of her. Satchel Maffy. Volcano head. Interesting. Very interesting. Wow, who would have thought a prick like Garling could have a kid that's almost as strange as our intriguing little kidnapper? Wait, what does that mean? Who would have thought a prick like Garling could have a kid? Is it hard? What if they're all just like not like they're all just what's the word? Neutered? Not neutered. Impotent. Maybe they can't have kids. That's why they got to do the freaky route. That was why Garling was so shocked. Hey, Emu, check it out. I did it. I learned how to nut. Huh. Interesting. What if Garling and her had a kid? Why don't they do that? Seems like the gene pool is wide enough that there wouldn't be any, like, Carloses coming out. Yeah, be careful, though. You don't know how the Tylenol might affect it. Yeah. Okay, so Dragon goes, ugh, wah. Oh, wah's the baby. Wait, those babies, they're my only chance to atone for helping set up this twisted murder game. Damn. True. Yep, I'm glad Dragon owns up to that. It was nice knowing you, young man. Wah. Oh my god. It's a long-ass sword. It's a weird grip, too. Why is she holding it like a stake? Like she's... It's crazy. I guess that's that. Considering all the dead, this is probably what I deserve. Imagine that. Imagine that. Dragon dies here. Luffy is... Crocodile is a clone of Dragon, and the current Dragon is a clone of Dragon. They're both... And Luffy is a product of asexual reproduction, but like not really. And I don't know why anyone would clone Dragon post this point, but we know, like, this is one of those things where either there's a crazy theory behind it, or the series goes on as intended, and the father of the main character survives this dire situation. Let's find out what happens on the next page. Out of the... Okay. No. Okay, alright. Alright, that was not in the... Okay. Oh! For the last time, I was aiming at the enemy, not you. How many other pirate crews landed here anyway? Liar, I could have died. Oh my god. Wait, you want to go right now or something? Whoa, these pirates, they're so huge. What? Wait. Huh? Okay, no, he was aiming. Okay. I thought it was just like a... Like, okay. Because when you look at this, it looks like Maffy does not know what's happening, and you don't see anyone in the thing. So when I saw Whitebeard, I thought he was just walking through, like you're like, if there's brush and you have a sword and you would just machete. I thought Whitebeard was just casually just clearing the forest and just accidentally wiped. I mean, she's not dead, right? Like, look at this cut. There's no blood. Oh, but they sweating. I'm looking at the sweat. There's yeah, definitely lots of sweat. All over sweat. Yep. So there is pain. You wouldn't sweat over nothing. There's that. But also this swipe was so scary that Big Mom thought she was gonna die. Dude, that's crazy. Whitebeard is so strong and so scary that, like, I think this is a casual swing. There's no, like, Conquer's hockey here. And Big Mom's like, bro, chill. Dude, and then Dragon just sees... This is my thing, okay? This is my thing. Dragon is here at, like, 14 or whatever, and he's looking up at these legends. And these legends aren't in their legendary state yet. And I wonder, has the gap closed? Is Dragon, when he comes up, I mean, he won't see Whitebeard, and I don't know if he'll end up seeing Big Mom, but like maybe he sees, oh well, Roger and Rox are both dead, so like that doesn't work either. Okay, well, like maybe he sees Maffy again, okay, and then Dragon just mogs them. You know what I mean? Like, is that what we're getting to? Like, Dragon looks up at these legends and now he doesn't even put them in the top 5. You know what I mean? Is Dragon that cool? I don't know. And the thing is, like, Oda's giving Dragon the Kobe vibes of when he's just at God Valley. But, you know, he is the leader of the Revs. Like, maybe someone right now, someone looks at Dragon and it's like, oh my god, you're so huge. You know what I mean? Maybe. One could hope. Oh god. At least you know that Dragon thinks, right? This is an update. We didn't before, we just got ellipses. We didn't get vocal or internal anything, and now we know Dragon has thoughts. That's an upgrade. We'll take it. We have damn you, Newgate, you trying to get me killed. Oh damn, everyone is like afraid of Whitebeard. That's crazy. Shiki, this isn't what we agreed on, Linlin. Kaido. So this is before the Ivankov stuff. The Rocks Pirates, if we can take them down, we'll be famous. All right. Who's saying this? Oh, these are... Oh, I thought these were Marines. They don't look... They, like, I see, like, these hats. They're not Marines. Okay. I thought that they were Marines, and I'm like, bro, stop being... Like, the Marines that are here, like, cadets. Stop it. Stop looking at Billionberry bounty people and be like, now is my time to shine. No, this is above your pay grade. Go home. Hang on. Are these scrubs after Shocky too? Get back to bed, you small fries. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, we got... And people said they didn't have teamwork. Look at... All I'm seeing is teamwork. Whoa. This is nuts. Look at this. They made a circle of death. And they didn't hurt anybody on their side. This is crazy. Full swings. You know how hard it is to swing a sword with your friend next to you? Because I don't. But I imagine it's pretty scary. Like, if my friend was swinging a sword, I don't know how many of my friends I would trust to do this. You know? But they're like, yo, lock in, boys. We a team. This is what I call teamwork. I wonder, oh, does this have a name? A named group attack? Everything Sengoku's saying is fraudulent, bro. Look at this teamwork. He said that they don't have teamwork. Boom, teamwork. We got Maffy sweating and is still holding the baby. Is that canon? Like, did she get sliced in half? Hold the grip of the baby? And, oh yeah, wait, which one is this? Shanks Shamrock? Shamrock Shanks? Wait a second, this is actually important. Which one is which? I guess we'll never know. Ooh, it's kind of wild. What in the world is happening on this island? Wah, baby. I could probably slip away now, but I lost the babies. And... Yo, there's just this is, I'm sorry, like, not unconscious kids are not funny, okay? Unconscious kids are not funny, but seeing the kid just sprawled out like that, and then just the X's is just like kind of comical. And it's funny because my son, he likes to do, he's been in his falling era, which like he like purposely is falling, but like he did that a while ago. But there was a period where he would just like, he would run over and then people would be like, oh no, like be careful, like blah blah, and he was completely fine. But when people would do that and they would get worried, what he'd do is he'd purposely run into them and then fall down and be like, ah, and just be on his back looking up at them, and then like waiting for me or my wife to like go to it. And then the person like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And he's like, no, he's doing it on purpose because you were worried that he would fall. And then so he's showing you that he's fine. But he's just, I don't know why he's doing insurance fraud. But yeah, he actually did this today to me. He just like dive bombed off the couch, and then his legs are in the air, and I was like, "Are you good?" And it just stayed there for like 30 seconds, and he waited until I looked at him, and then he started laughing when I looked, and then obviously that's not what's happening here. But hey, we don't know if this is Shanks or we don't know if this is Shamrock. So curious. Imagine that. Imagine we've always had Shamrock and they've always had Shanks, right? Because they are named. The mom named them. One is Shanks and one is Shamrock. But what if this whole time, chapter one, that was Shamrock, technically, and the Holy Knights had Shanks, and they're like, it doesn't really matter, but the moms had them named, and technically they would be switched. Imagine that. That'd be kind of fun. I don't know what that would mean, but that'd be kind of like Luffy's like, wow, Shamrocks, you're my hero. That'd be so. That'd be so funny. Okay. Oh, wait. Now this is a big catch. I found a prime fishing spot. Yo, Garp be looking good. Dak incoming? Oh, did Dak raid? I can't see if Dak's raid, but I appreciate it if you did. Thank you. Shout out Dax. Shout out to everybody on the Dax stream. Thank you, Alejandro, for letting me know. Garp. Yo, Garp be looking. Garp is like. Why? Like. Who created Dragon? Why don't we know this yet? You know, like. At this point, Maffy could be the mom. You know what I mean? Like, if you mix Garp and Maffy, do you get Dragon? Where does the Widow Peak come from, right? Isn't that the main thing? Widow's Peaks are genetic. So, like, if Garp doesn't have it, that means that the mom has the Widow's Peak. So we'd have to comb through the series and look for old ladies with Widow's Peaks. Like, does Dr. Kureha have a Widow's Peak? Because that would be nuts. If Dr. Kureha's Dragon's mom. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, but yeah, Garp is pretty fine, bro. Brace yourself. Oh, wait. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I'm sorry. Is this people's top tens running away from their yo, I cannot with this panel is problematic. Not for me. Oh, goddamn, that's crazy. You know how easy so many streams could have been when somebody was being disrespectful to Garp. He's old and slow, whatever. You don't know him, and then you have Whitebeard, Kaido. Kaido, all right, whatever. Kaido doesn't count here because he's a kid, but like that's not a kid, Kaido. Like whatever. Big Mom running from Garp. Like, oh my god, dude, that's terrible. So many top 30s. Just wait, why is Garp in your? Why is Garp below 10? And then you have your top 3, all the Yonkos. Yeah, it seems to be a little biased there, buddy. That's crazy. This is a wild panel. Oh, shoot. Brace yourselves, you big old Sea Kings. That's an interesting line. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't really. It's not like in the Void Century, like they got turned into Sea Kings, right? Like that'd be wild, right? It's Garp. Run. A fight with him will drag on too long. But there's 3 of you. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? There's 3 of you guys right there. And then there was Shiki. It was a 4v1. What do you mean it'll take too long? You're telling me that Gar beat 4 versus 4 of you is going to take too long? Dude, this is such a problematic. There's so many crazy ways that that could be spinned. But I get like the nuance of it, right? You couldn't fight. Even if you would put Garp on the team, put Whitebeard on that side, it'd be the same thing, right? Like it'd be, oh, it'd drag on too long. Cause, and the thing is, you can't fight Whitebeard. That's the problem. Like you can't fight Whitebeard or Shiki. At least if Shiki has strong world powers, you can't fight him. Like this is just not this. I don't get God Valley still. Like at any point, Whitebeard could just get pissed off and flip the island. Like if all said and done, and Whitebeard just stopped caring about everything, he just flips the island and is like, hey, yeah, sorry guys, I hope you can swim. And the thing is, like, a lot of them have like the capacity to do something insane like that, right? But Whitebeard's is like the easiest mentionable one because he literally did it what 3 chapters ago to an island. He literally like flipped it, and everyone's like, "Hey, yo, can we not? We're all on the island." And he's like, "My bad, guys," but they all lived. So, yeah. Let's see. We ain't gonna fight back at all. Can it? Zeus, Prometheus, yes, mama. Dad? I forgot Dragon is here. Wait, that's so funny. No, that's so true. His Dragon's just watching these absolute monsters come in, and then his dad shows up. What in the fantasy world is Dragon living in? He's like, these guys are absolute mythical monsters. And then his dad beats up the monsters, and it's like, fuck. Like every childhood trauma just comes back into his brain. He's like, oh my god, I can't mess with my dad. That's awesome though. He called him dad. So that dispels a lot of rumors, right? This line right here is probably one of the biggest theory breakers. People might not know. The smallest. This is what I'm saying. Like having Dragon's thoughts is insane. We now know that he calls him dad. And that a lot of people were like, hey, yo, Dragon may be adopted, or he might be the son-in-law. But like he can't be 15 and son-in-law, right? That wouldn't be. That's not correct, right? I don't know. Who knows? Heavenly fever, heavenly fever blitz. So she uses Zeus and Prometheus, lightning and fire. That's a different attack. I don't think we've had fever blitz. That's crazy. Vice Admiral Garp. What was that? Okay, that was a terrible accent. Erase it. End the stream. It's over. No, focus. This is our chance, Kuma. Okay. Oh my god. This guy's a demon. This guy's a monster. This isn't even hot enough to cook a prime rib? Linlin said, Linlin goes, Oda, you about to get fined, and she just has a one-liner. Yo, what is Viz gonna translate that to? Does Viz do curse words? That's such a funny reaction. Fuck. Just looking back and just being like, just seeing that, and that, like, Garp is just the Terminator. What the hell? His clothes are on. That means it couldn't. He's right. It couldn't cook a prime rib or his jacket. And he's smiling like a demon. Garp is so funny, dude. He's just like, oh god, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the island. In reality, he just wants to fight people. Wait, hold on. You mean Don Chinzhao is fighting this guy? Don Chinzhao's a monster too. Wait, Don Chinzhao? Don Chinzhao? There's a world where you could substitute Garp and Don Chinzhao and you'd get the same reaction. Wait, is Don Chinzhao? Run! A fight with him will drag on too long. Dude, that's nuts. Oh god. Hey, the kidnapper's probably dead. Wow. And I've secured the baby. That's good enough, right? I'm forever in your debt. Now, please get back here before Garling finds out. Ooh, interesting. I'm sorry, I may not be able to help your brother, but I swear to at least to save you. Wheeze. Yo, this baby is dying. Dragon, you gotta do like, you gotta get the liquid out of his lungs, bro. He's probably gonna get pneumonia. You all really thought you could get away in the chaos. Pirates or townsfolk, none of you will escape on my watch, says Man Mayor. Shoots gun and does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots all at the same time. Wait, this is like Prince of Tennis. If anyone's seen Prince of Tennis, tell them this is the technique. This is the ultimate technique at the end of the series. The not the series, but like the national thing. He did the thing. Myanmar learned the Prince of Tennis move. This is insane. Holy shit! How do you even do that with this gun? Does this gun? that means that they reloaded this gun each shot, right? This doesn't have a magazine in it, right? Like it doesn't have like the clips for the ammo cartridge. The ammo cartridge, that would be right. It's not a machine gun. This shit's crazy. Reporting in. The rock. Oh, wow, we got a map. The Rocks pirates are coming in from the southeast. The Roger pirates from the northwest. Oh, that's interesting considering they said that they came. Roger was on the west, Rocks was on the east. So like technically, if either side just went like the other direction, then they would have met outside. But they are in the center of the mountain. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's interesting. The town is in the middle of the island like that. I thought it was at the like at the base. This is very interesting then. Because I thought that there was gonna be something special in this in the valley. But they're dead center. The town's in the valley. So I wonder if there's something there. I mean, in reality, this thing could be a giant like volcano, right? Because it looks like the top of it. And Wano had the same thing. So maybe like that's how the island disappears, is a volcano. Oh, wait, what's this? This arrow, this celestial dragons are escaping this way? Okay. We've been sandwiched. Wait, but like you just said, wait, hold on. Celestial dragons are going this way. There's a route this way. So you're kind of not sandwiched. Like this is like they're out. You just go this way. They're going here and they're going there, and then you just hello? Give back Shaki. It's Roger. Fight to the last. We haven't got the treasure to safety yet. The Rocks who are coming from the other side. I'm going to save her first. No, I will. Let go. Shaki, we're here to save you. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Captain John has a medal on. Wait, he has the Jiki Jiki. He has the magnetism fruit. That's Captain John. No, wait. I'm because we've seen his arms, yeah. So that just means that he's using magnetism. He might have. That'd be crazy if he does have it. I mean, the whole captain. Isn't there lore? I remember back I made like a video like Killer being a clone possible or whatever. Back then we had talked a lot about Kid. I never made a video because it's about Kid, but it was like I think a lot of people were saying like Captain John, Captain Kidd. Like there's like there's a lot of connections in real lore and like here. Um Wait, if he had the Jiki Jiki and he died by swords, isn't that how he died? He got stabbed by swords. Right? In Thriller Bark, his zombie has the swords in it, and it said that his crew had immunity. So you're telling me Captain John was also bad with his food and just made exoskeletons and didn't consider it like, hey, I shouldn't be able to be killed by metal because I could just create a force field that prevents multiple sword wounds from impaling me. It is what it is. No one likes, I guess magnetism sucks, but this is interesting because then Captain John's treasure, this is Captain John, right? Like Captain John's treasure, that armband. Now I'm curious, does Kid end up to Buggy? Does Kid end up at Cross Guild now? Because then he gets the Jiki Jiki no Mi to Buggy. They figure out the Captain John's treasure and they apply magnetism to it. And then they're able to find what it is. And I don't know what it'd be, but like maybe it's something epic. I don't know. They kind of need a boost. Hurry and stop them. You at least moved Shocky, right? St. Summers, about that, huh? Ah, St. Summers. Don't tell me all of them were taken out by one little chained up lady. God damn, she killed this guy. This guy's dead. She's still arms behind her back, clock down. Sounds like the pirates are out there are really going to town, said Shocky. Damn, she'd be looking good. All right, Sommers. All right, you're gonna need to chill the fuck out. All right, Sommers. You got a timer. Sommers, you. Sommers is dead to me. How distasteful! There's nothing less cute than a woman who what? How distasteful! There's nothing less cute than a woman who knows her worth. Okay, he's had way too much Tylenol. This guy's mom took way too much acetaminophen. Oh my goodness, bro. Woo! I have no idea what he's saying. This is crazy. All I know is that that's a death flag, bro. That's a death flag. I am about to enter the series, bro. Ain't no way. Oh, she used the momentum for the slap for a roundhouse kick. Yo, that's some capoeira, bro. That's crazy. Damn. When Oda said the people of the full moon, this is what Oda was talking about. Shocky mooning us too? Crazy. That's that full moon. We got that half moon double cheeked up. That's crazy. Oh, wait, what? He got hurt. No hockey, no conquerors, just straight up kick. Oh, is he not like immortal yet? Oh! No. He cranks her leg and he gets a peek. That's crazy. No way. There's blood. Oh my god. This guy's a monster. You know, all these pirates are here to take you away. Your popularity is quite the pain. It certainly made a mess of our turn. Even if you survive this, Garling will ultimately claim you as his. This guy's not even trying. No one else really gains anything, so I'm starting to wonder if it would just be more fun to kill you here. I hate this guy. Wait, no, I don't know. Like, is he doing a good thing or I mean, he's doing a bad thing, obviously, but like in his mind, he's sparing Shocky, but it's not because he's sparing Shocky. He's slighting Garland. That's wild. This is some insanity. And bro, is she good? Does she heal from this? Can we have Chopper check her leg? You're telling me Grandma got a boo boo on her leg all this time? She's been working at the bar on Saboti. She's been on her feet this whole time. You're telling me she's had this owie? Oh my god, bro. I'm not a doctor, but I could check. I could check. I've helped a few. They've come all this way just to save you. It'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell, only to find the mangled corpse. It's funny he says that. It'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell, only to find the man. Bro, just kill her. Don't mangle her corpse. Summers is such a weird. Uh, I was gonna say. I mean, the part that I stuck on is like it'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell. So he's basically saying the Holy Knights will fail to stop them. Like he has no faith in the Holy Knights stopping all of the pirates from getting here. So that's a hilarious perspective, right? But then the other side is he's saying that like you think that you're causing them hell. Like honestly, at this point, like Whitebeard just cleared Maffy, like casually. I don't think that they're experiencing any type of hell. I think that they're just walking through fodder at this point, like to them. Like look at these dudes. I wonder what kind of faces they'll make. Yeah, this line is crazy. Someone needs to put Sommers down. I need Scopper to like run it back. Elbaf, obviously. Oh wow, we got Conquer's Hockey, Whitebeard, and Roger. Rox is not here. Shocky, we've come to save you. Shocky, are you okay? I'm gonna save you now, said Shiki. It'll be me. No, I'm the one, said Random Pirates. Looks like. Oh, this guy has flames. Man marked by flames looking dude. Damn, my hands are tied right now. I'll leave Shocky to you. And we get. I'm assuming that's Rayleigh. I'm assuming that's Rayleigh because we haven't seen it. That could be Shanks. that could be Shanks' future sight. This is how he looked when he took out Kid. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? They're right outside, but I'm afraid they're just a little too late. Ugh. St. Sommers, Garling won't forgive this kind of transgression. Zip it. If you keep quiet. Is this a regular Marine? I hate the Marines, bro. The regular level Marines, the reason why they're not ranking up to like a level but beyond, I don't know what's a first private lieutenant, whatever they have in One Piece world, right? It's just they're so dumb. There hasn't been a NPC Marine that's been like, oh wow, this guy's got a head on his shoulders. No, they're all imbeciles. The ones that had to do a countdown to put Luffy in cuffs on the count of 3, guys. Let's 1, 2, and explode. Just get his ass, bro. And then this one is insane. It's like you are talking to this guy. It's clear, like he's a Celestial Dragon Holy Knight, and he's like. He's gonna snitch on him? Why? Who's paying you? Where do you get, like, I don't get it. How much is the dude getting paid to propose snitching on a Holy Knight to another Holy Knight? Oh god. And then why does the Sommer just kill him instantly? Look at her face, all hope snuffed out. See, this ain't a fairy tale. I just got any hero who'd show up. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Gee ha ha ha. I'll kill you in 5 slashes. This guy's so lame. He can't even do it in one. Such a weakling, bro. Your wishful thinking will drain out with your blood. And oh, Oda put this serial killer ass shading. Oh my god. This is straight up serial killer shading right here. This doesn't even look like One Piece art right now. This one looks different. I'll send you to the dark. Yeah, that's Rayleigh. You can tell by the glasses. I'll send you to the darkest shadows. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what happened to his sword? Why is it? Oh, it's probably just like hockey. Transcendent Higan Crescent. Booyah! Wait, what? He hit him and he went through the wall? Did he hit him with the back of his sword? Furigana reads Red Spider Lily? That has to do with Blackbeard, no? What does that have to do with... Is it just that flower thing? Or is that Robin? No, Robin is Sun... No, that was Nami. I'm forgetting the... No, because there was 2 flowers, I think, for Robin. One was like the voice act... I'm forgetting. Is this, Blackbeard flower? Or is this something else? I'm pretty sure Red Spider Lily... Is Crocodile? No. That would be wild. That'd be wild. The Crocodile Mom theories. Rayleigh. Oh yeah, wasn't that a thing like Rayleigh's Luffy's uncle said Buggy? Huh. What an interesting transcendent Higan Crescent. Higan? Shaki. Damn, that face. Oh, that Shaki face at the top left. Oh my god. Huff huff. Sorry for the delay. Ah. Come and make me... Oh, there... Oh, yeah. Fiso said notes. There's notes. Okay. Come and make me yours, Shaki. I'm here for you. Ooh. Oh, Rayleigh. Oh, Rayleigh. You're here for me? Don't say... Oh, my God. Rayleigh's really... Rayleigh's risen me up, bro. We might need a pan check. Rayleigh's really got me by the heart. Oh, he's here to save me. That's crazy. I'll send you the darkest shadows of the underworld is an insane line to hear from the back. And like, I want to hear Rayleigh say it. Because you know it's scary. This is the same. This is the aura of the guy that showed up and fought Blackbeard. Remember when he just flexed his Congress hockey? If he had some insane ass line like this, oh my god. I would quit. If I was Sommers, I would just stop fighting. I would be like was it Kaido PTSD for Odin? That's what I would have that for Rayleigh. I would always be looking over my shoulder. Oh yeah, I guess Scopper did do that. Technically, theoretically. So we have drip drip. Rayleigh got Shaki dripping. As he should. She's shivering and trembling. Oh my god. Sommers needs to die. It's not enough, Rayleigh. Go finish the job. Just honestly, like with how strong One Piece characters are, could you just throw her back? Like just throw her back to Amazon Lily. Just get the Beaver card, figure out where it is, toss her ass, and continue fighting. Just take your revenge. Surely it's possible. Oh wait, Kuma's here also. So maybe there's a world, because I didn't... Oh yeah, I guess it's not posted. I'm trying to remember if I said it on stream, but there was a line. Oh, I said in the podcast. There's a line when at Saba Odi, Rayleigh is talking to the real Kuma, and he goes, You want me to believe this is the real Kuma? And it's like weird for Rayleigh to say that, because Rayleigh shouldn't know the stuff surrounding Kuma. But it would only make sense if interacted with Kuma at God Valley and had some kind of notoriety. But the thing is, like, Kuma having a notoriety here amongst everything that's happening is kind of wild. So maybe that's not possible. But there's a world where Kuma saves Shaki, sends him back, and then Rayleigh's like, thank you, Kuma. You saved my person that I like, sort of, but she likes me, and I saved her. I'm sorry for letting it come to this. Also, guys, keep in mind, after this point, Rayleigh does not spend the next 13 years with her. She's by herself. I was so scared. I'll never, ever... And then what I'm supposed to believe, he goes, I'll never ever leave you again. And then we find out the next 13 years he leaves her to go sail the seas with Roger. Unless Shaki's on the Oro Jackson that entire time. And like when Toki's there, she's just chilling with Shaki. Maybe. Save it for later, you dog. Oh, we got Scopper and Roger. Guys, we've got Shaki. Grab the treasure and run for it. Wow, a passion rescue. All right, this is insane. This is some silly nonsense. We went overtime. It's there. Okay, I have the chat. Chris, $2 super chat says, KKL, Kobe kills Luffy, agenda will never die. It's dead. It has died on arrival. A passion rescue. I said this is insane. Because Shaki is a prize. And she's the grand prize. It was a little too easy. It was I'm not gonna lie. Like what was in between Roger's crew and they just ran. Like the Holy Knights were supposed to run interference somewhere. Where were they? They didn't stop the Rocks crew. It was just Mappy and then the Pirates. If anything, the Pirates ran more of an interference than the Holy Knights, and then Roger's crew and Garp, and then Roger's crew, what did they face? They didn't face a Holy Knight, doesn't seem like they're just so... Didn't Garp, like, wasn't the whole last chapter like, Holy Knights assemble, and then where did they go? There's two, and the other part is, it's not like, oh, which direction they're gonna come from to get the main prize. There's two, there's north and south. Or northwest and southeast, whatever it is. They just have to block both sides. But somehow, they weren't at either. Only Sommers realistically played a role here. Sommers went the weirdest route, which was like, oh, I don't believe in the Holy Knights at all in stopping this problem. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill the grand prize to make them all upset. Which is like, at least that makes the most sense. Like, the fact that Sommers was able to casually get to Shaki before all of them means that they all should have been in this position, I feel like. Because by the time that they land, they, like the Rocks and Roger Pirates, the Holy Knights already knew. They were like, yo, they're the Navy's border, already announced the boundary, the ships running the border. They were like, yo, we're getting invaded by pirates. Holy Knights assemble. We'll take it back. Celestial Dragons, go back. We'll stop them. They don't stop them. They don't block the two entrances. And then Rayleigh just runs back past all of them. And yeah, he looks injured. But like, did they not meet a Holy Knight? It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, they're out hunting. Okay, let's go back though. Let's go back. 1160. Right? So like, pull the Navy back and protect the Celestial Dragons. The Knights of God are stepping in. Stepping into what? Like, that's the thing. It's like, weren't they supposed to step in to stop the pirates, not hunt? All the other Celestial Dragons, sure, but like these guys, where was this guy? At least Maffy had a job. Maffy's absolved from this because she had a priority of getting back the kids for Garland, and that was given priority to some right. Man Mayor was out there hunting the things, and it's like they were literally last chapter pulled in. Assemble, Holy Knights! It's now our time to get the pirates, and then they don't, and then Somers he's absolved because he goes in the right direction at minimum, right? But right now it feels like Somers got there, and then he's like, wait a second, no one else is listening to the orders. Everyone else is just dicking around. All right, I'm just gonna kill her then. That's what he like. Where is she? Where is Garling? And where's this Yeti dude? Like, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Like, how did Garp get there before? Garp literally came from another island. Wait, guys. Garp came from another island and he interacted with the pirates before the Holy Knights. Is that fraudulent? Do they not? Maybe they just don't know where they are, right? Like maybe the Holy Knights don't have observation keys, so they're just like, where are they? We don't know. We don't know where they are. But it's like Garp came from another island and met with the Rocks pirates before a Holy Knight. That's kind of silly. But like, and here again, like Rayleigh has damage on him, but I'm like, from what? From who? Did they fight the Holy Knights so quickly? Right? Because this is the problem with the current situation. Whatever interference the Roger Pirates have, it was so little that Somers couldn't even get 5 hits on Shockey. That's how quick they were in responding to this. Somers went from wherever they were last chapter, walked to, was abusing that kid on the tree, assembled with the Holy Knights. Their orders were to stop the pirates. Somers doesn't do that. Somers goes to Shockey, hits her one time, and goes, I'm going to kill you in 5 hits. Doesn't get it. Gets clocked by Rayleigh before he can even do that. Which is like, damn. Like from last chapter where he is to where Shockey is, I'm sure Rayleigh had to go much further. And Rayleigh was able to get there through whatever fighting he had to do. And he beat them. Oh, let's read the notes too. Let's see what this is about. Oh, okay, the translations. So we have Kozuki, Toki, Odin. Oh, so this was Odin and Toki. Shimotsuki Yasue. Daimyo. 7 is Taka. Who's Taka? 8, Izo. Pedro. Can't forget Pedro. We have Kuro. Zumi. Kanjuro? Wait, did they put Kanjuro up on this? That would be nuts. Because isn't this supposed to be the heroes? A resting place of heroes. Yeah, did they put Kanjuro up on there? That'd be nuts. Because that would be the only Kurozumi who died to put up here, right? Tama's alive. Yeah, is it just Kanjuro? Then Asher Doji, and I guess we can't translate the last ones. Interesting. Oh, too hard to determine. Okay. And then this one is, the kanji references a small blade slash and evokes the idea of enlightenment, as well as the Buddhist holiday Higan. Oh. Which centers on transcendence and honoring ancestors. The reading sounds like red spider lily. Interesting. Oh yeah, let me see if Sai said anything. I should be able to pop in once you're done. Oh, wait, let's try to get Sai in this. Yo, finished a reading. Want to hop in? Let me see. He might not be able to. That was like an hour ago, but just get that going. That'd be good. This chapter's kind of not much. Tako is Hyogoro's wife. She was a hero, a fallen hero, I guess. Wait, Hyogoro? Oh, didn't die. Right. Hyogoro's alive. Let me get into the call and see if he hops. If not, it is what it is. But maybe he's able to. Right. Oh, my overlay. Okay. All right. Let's do that, and then let me hide it for now. Soon I'll have all this figured out. But I do like the projector. I think it's also, hold on, let me just get that out. The projector thing is pretty good considering that the visuals aren't optimized yet. But this should also help with copyright stuff because the way it's projected and it's not a digital, like no one can like digitally rip my stream and get the actual thing because it's a projection thing. It's like distorted and then whatever what's it called, compression the video software does should also down res it. Sign on the projector, no, I can't do that. Well, I could do that but not right now. So maybe next time, but I don't want to put sign on the projector. The thing is I might get my my people up on this monitor later on, like, but the thing is it's not optimized at the moment for that to happen. Because the projector's here, the monitor would be in the way, and then all the lighting is a little bit awkward at the moment for it. Saeed said the final row of lanterns from left to right has kanji for unknown. Then reshi together means upright man, patriot, hero, martyr, and suka means round. Oh yeah, wait, there's no Moria. That's sad. They should have put Moria up on this. Maybe there's someone important. There's like names that we don't know that are here. That'd be kind of wild. Wait, I just noticed. Holy shit. Par stream is not lagging. Was my stream normally lagging? Ragging. Yes, I'm not fading in and out of reality. Yep. We are upgrading every step of the way. This is not an overlay. This is the real life. Mori has his own shrine. Yeah, but I'm sure that like Izo has his own shrine too. But here's like the fallen heroes recognition. It's like a memorial, right? Like people have their own graves and then you have the memorial, right? Crazy. Yeah, Pedro also has a grave. So what are we saying? That Moria less than Pedro? So I thought. Put in the common language, particle no. It indicates possession. Is Reshi no Suka, which means mound of the martyrs. Ooh. Still not 100k subs. Get people to sub. Yeah, once I post, it'll happen. I'm not too worried. Someone earlier mentioned Eris D Tar. Do you remember that? Eris D Tar? No. Eris D Tar. Wait, why'd it be Tar? Wait, wouldn't it be like, okay, if she got like, wouldn't it be Marshall D Eris? Eris is the first name. It's not last name. Right? It's Marshall D Eris. Shouldn't flip it. It's Marshall D Teach. Teach is the first name. Marshall last name. Davy last name. Jones first name. Davy D Jones. Davy D Rocks. Rocks first name. Or Davy D Zebek. Zebek first name. Yeah, but wait, where's the tar coming from? What does that mean? Am I missing something? It's crazy we saw Shanks' first defeat. True! Dropped on his head as a baby. Me too. Well, okay, I didn't get dropped on the head. I had a metal vase fall on my head and then got knocked out. But that's a different problem. Emu's magic circle. On the summoning circle of Emu, Eris D Tar. Okay, I remember people bringing it up, but I feel like me and Sai both were like, we don't see it. I don't remember if Sai saw it, but I don't remember me seeing it. Maybe. Let me see. I think I know what chapter this is, right? We're talking about Emu summoning circle, so that's... Wait, Emu summoning circle. So we're talking this chapter. I get the idea. on you're talking about the Dami Reversi, right? That's what we're talking about. Let me see this. You guys, wait, which one are you guys talking about? On this one, right? Is this? Oh, you guys won't be able to like really see it. It's 1150. Is that the chapter? I see V. Um, I gotta see the what's it called? The someone like zoom insanely into this and give me highlight this because I'm too illiterate to see it. I see S. I see H1KS, funky letters LK, but I'm assuming it's in this one because we see much more. Eris D-Tar would be crazy. I'm starting to think that Shanks really did talk to the Gorsei, not Shamrocks. Sai saw it, no? Her first name would be Dead. Anyways, what's it called? Oh, let me see if Sai said anything. I'm in the call, so should be able to hear him when it comes up. Oh, let me check if my wife has said anything. Ooh, hold on. Oh, awesome. Woo! Got scared. Let me see. What else? Yeah, this chapter, like, there's some silly stuff. I'll say that. There's some silly stuff, like the whole like now what is kind of the thing for me because they got Shocky, presumably. Now they have to escape, right? But if it was so easy to get in, getting out is easier. I feel like, but the thing is, like now they're in the hole, like they're in the center, so it might be easier to collapse on them. But then, like, what happens? We have the Rock's crew and Roger's crew all in one spot, and they're obliterating everything. Like the casualness that Whitebeard took out Maffy, and like, yeah, I'll be fair. Like, I don't think that Maffy's down for the count. She looks fine the next page, but like, she doesn't look fine in the sense of like she's not undisturbed. She's spooked. What in the world is happening on this island, right? Like the Holy Knight got casually sliced. We didn't see hockey. We didn't see anything really for coming from Whitebeard. And Maffy's horrified. And then you add Kaido, you add this, you add that, right? You get so much and you're like, okay, like, I'm not too worried. And then you see how distracted the Holy Knights are. We see Manmare literally not caring. There's no direction Manmare is going into that means like they're going to go stop the pirates, right? So then the reality is the only other conflict here is Rox, because Rox has to get to Eris and Teach, where we don't know where they are, and nobody knows where that's Rox's objective. But here's something interesting, because Kuma has his fruit by now. And Big Mom grabbed the fruit also, I'm assuming. The Seryu fruit. Those two things have happened, I'm pretty sure, right? That that has happened already. At what point has that happened? Did we get that last chapter? 1060. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait, no, has it happened? No, actually, it didn't happen yet, did it? 1096. 1096. So they land, we get their introductions, and then this happens, okay? Might be too much for us. This happened 1060. It's absolute chaos. I can't believe our luck. This is it. They have the Kuma in here. Oh, so they have to go to the center as well. I forgot that. They also have to go to the center. So Kuma and Ivankov are making their way. They get to it before Big Mom. Then they get it. So right after this point with Shocky, that's when we get this part. And then once they do that, then Saturn is here to stop Kuma. So they're all in the same place. Saturn, Kuma, Shaki, Rayleigh, Rocks Pirates, Roger Pirates. They're all in this spot. Wait, Rocks out of my way. And so Roger is here. And Rocks ends up coming. So that means that Teach and Eris are here as well. We just haven't seen them, I guess, right? Because why would Roger be like, hey, wait, Rocks? And then Roger goes, out of my way. At this point, this is something that's like, I guess would have happened right after 1161, is what I'm assuming. Very interesting. So next chapter is just going to pick up at the part we had at 1096, where Kuma and Ivankov get the fruits. We pick up around there. And what's interesting is that the Rocks Pirates are on the way here. Where do we see Rocks in this? He goes... He's all the way at the beginning. Eris, he's looking for them. But he's not with the Rocks Pirates. But some reason he ends up there by the end of it. That's interesting. It's interesting. When's the kissing booth? I want to smooch. It's crazy. It also means Big Mom escaped Garp. True. Garp is going to one-shot them all with Galaxy Smash. Yup. Yeah, and the best part about that, Kosuna, is that everything that Kaido's seen, he forgets about it. Because I don't know if Kaido looks at this Garp that Big Mom and Whitebeard are running from, and he doesn't add him into his people who can hurt me, right? Isn't that crazy? People were saying that, oh, this is Kaido's top 5, that's legitimate, and it's like, yeah, because Kaido, who was at God Valley and saw Garp, wouldn't put Garp in that realm of people that could hurt him. Yep, that makes sense, guys. No, this is insanity. Like, look at that. You don't see this guy and then have Big Mom be like, shit, and running, and then not put that in your top. Like, this is scarier than everything. Like, this guy's a monster. Like, he doing Rayleigh. Like, the thing is, Garp pulled out Demon Rayleigh came because he was horrified of what's happening at Shocky. Demon Garp came out just for the fun of it. He's just mad that Linlin's firepower couldn't cook a prime rib, and then he pulls this demonic face out, right? This is more demonic than Garp running up on a Kainu after he kills Ace, right? like apparently Garp cares more about getting cooked like a prime rib than Ace getting cooked like a donut. Yeah, Garp is his number 6 behind Odin. Love it. Love it. I love the world where Odin is stronger and scarier than Garp. Yeah, remember how Dory and Brogy said Joy Boy's hockey hand had no hostility to it? Garp's hockey is the exact opposite. Exactly. Garp is like on demon time, bro. Um, Whatever happens, it must move rocks in the way of Roger. Yeah. The thing is, it's like rocks should be going with the rocks pirates because the question mark is, yeah, like is he assuming that Teach and Eris ran, or are the Davy clan still in the middle? I don't know. We Oda hasn't given us that info. He hasn't given us where they went. But they're not prizes. They're targets. So it's presumable that they ran away to safety. Where is safety? Now, before obviously this chapter, I assumed that like there's some special place that the Davy clan has. He said like, oh, if you're in danger, rely on the Davy clan, go here. Maybe he goes there, but maybe that place is in danger as well. Like, or maybe Rocks ends up leading them into danger by being followed. Like, I don't know. But the thing is, Rocks was able to make it to the flower chamber of flowers with no detection. Like, oh, and you know what's crazy though? I imagine that Gunko is going to fight Rocks, right? Because Gunko is the one who saw Rocks earlier at the Chamber of Flowers. So I imagine next chapter we get a Gunko Rocks interference somehow, some way. Gunko's like, I thought I smelled something familiar. Something desecrated the Holy Land. And I remembered it. I sniffed you out like a rat you are. Rocks. You know you're joking, but Shank's head bump is drawn in following panels too. What if that legit Oda's excuse why Shanks isn't as psychopathic as Garling? That'd be crazy. That's true. Yeah, you got the thing is everybody I know that's like insanely smart, they've all had like they all were dropped on their heads as babies. Something about it. There's some kind of thing about like just getting a like on the head when you're a kid, you know. They weren't on purpose though. That is a difference. None of them was like one of them. I think someone like fell on top of like their head hit a radiator. I hate radiators. Yeah, and then this got knocked out. Someone fell out of a window. Crazy one. You know, bunch of nonsense. But yeah, apparently nonsense leads to sense somehow. Garp and Roger, my favorite enemies to lover story. Yeah. Do you think God Valley still exists? In chapter 431, Shanks brought Whitebeard a wine from his homeland from West Blue. God Valley is in West Blue and is Shanks' hometown. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like, I think I talked about this in the Godfather Shanks video, which was that like the whole West Blue thing kind of just made sense. And in the I think it was before. Yeah, it was before we got where God Valley was. I think just because of that line, always referred to it as West Blue. I'm trying to remember the Zoro video, my Zoro video that was before the Holy Knights. That video was talking about how like it's likely that the West Blue carries a lot more weight to it considering God Valley and Brook and etc. So, which the Brook part was probably the main thing about that thing that I was emphasizing. It was like it's likely that we're gonna dive deep into Brook stuff. That was at the end of that Zoro video, and we highlighted it at the moment, so I imagine it's gonna be important. But who knows? What if God Valley is Dami Reversied or in a different realm? I could see the Dami Reversied. Why stop at people? Islands can be taken over. You can turn to the island fruit lends itself to that, right? So like you could Dami Reversied an island. Why not? That'd be kind of wild though. Then we would know the island, right? Maybe it's the Muggy Kingdom that Mihawk is on. That'd be kind of nuts. Alejandro Solis with the 22-month sub, appreciate you, said Satchel's Maffy, what if she has Ride in her name? Satchel's Ride Maffy? Wait, what would that we sat like ride satchels? Wait, satchels. Wait, satchel. Wait, what? Was satchel? Is satchel a bag? No, satchel. Yeah, wait, satchel's a bag, right? What is the thing that you ride on a horse? Is that a satchel? No, that's not a satchel. Sai's in the house? Wait, Sai's here. You guys hear Sai? Oh, there's Sai. Wait, you guys could hear him? How come I can't hear him? Wait, what? Okay, okay. So now you guys should be able to hear him. But how come I can't hear him?
Par.
Hold on.
Par. Wait, can you guys actually hear me?
Oh, output device.
Par?
Wait, what? Voice settings.
So, okay, I'm assuming you guys can hear me now, except for Par, but I've literally been like yelling Par
Okay,
for
hold
like
on.
the past
Let me
3 4
hide.
minutes.
Okay, it's hidden. Let me fix. For some reason my audio's messed up. Give me a second, guys. Voice, audio,
Yeah.
microphone, soundboard.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, any minute now he's gonna realize I'm here.
Wait, why do I feel like it's
all because Par changed his setup.
Discord update? Why are these settings all
like
wonky?
drywall behind him. Yeah, I think it's just drywall behind him.
Give me a second.
Yeah. It's funny. I was like, man, when should I say something? I was like, maybe he's just in
Voice
the
and
sauce
video.
because he was talking about like
Output.
Shanks and like the West Blue and God Valley. Like,
Speakers?
he's just
Why is
cooking.
not?
That's all it is.
I'll let it slide.
Wait a second. Why is it playing through the? It's playing through my projector. What? Wait, you guys should be able to hear him normally, but like my audio is coming. He's in the projector. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's right here. Yeah, wow. Sai's getting it. Look at that. Oh. Wait, I thought you liked college. Wait, really? Oh, that's because you're from Oklahoma. You guys have like the 10 commandments in the classroom thing. It's
just like in general. I hear college professor like, ugh.
Yeah, that's because you're the 50th state in education. If you went to a state that has good education, then you'd like education. Duh.
I mean, even then.
Nah. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was gonna be a college professor. That's wild. Yeah, my wife wanted to meet people, and I was like, it's too legit. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I went more of the Khan Academy. Let me see. Let me see. Why is my audio output? It's literally only doing it from the projector. The projector has overridden my settings. Sound settings.
The projector's too strong.
Yeah. Well, this is a professional. This is I had my ways with this one. You know what I'm saying? What the heck, dude? This is crazy. Because like no, the headphones should just show up, but it's because like it overrode the thing. It's like not showing up. Wow, this is interesting. Whoa, I got an idea. Wait a second. Hold on.
Put it here to the projector. That's it. That's the solution.
Audio?
And then you bring the projector closer to the microphone so you guys can hear me through the projector.
Wait, talk?
It's slowly turning into a game of Chinese telephone.
There's no headphone slot in here. Oh, there is. Audio out. Okay. Here, talk. Oh my god, you're so quiet, but you're in my head. Wait, that's so crazy. Okay, all right. So there, I know it works now, but like, yeah, that's crazy. I think I have to program the projector to the PC. I skipped that part. I thought I would be able to use it just like a monitor. Let me see. Let me see. Allow. Does this work?
What is your projector writing? I'm assuming it sits on a stand. I like that setup. Instead of saying what is it on, to say what is it writing. From here on out. What am I writing? I'm writing on my chair right now.
Okay, wait. Side talk? Nope. That didn't work. So I have an idea. There's another way I could do this. This is genius. If this works,
I wonder if unplugging the projector would work too.
No way this works though. Wait, talk?
Hello?
Oh, no, wait, it works. But it's super low. Wait, can you guys hear him now? Okay, so the sound is super loud. I have it going through my microphone.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Wait, can you guys hear him? We good? Wait, side talk again?
Hello?
Oh yeah, the sound is good. Okay, the sound's normal. This will I'll have to do the actual like figuring out everything later on because it's not happening right now. But
yeah.
I can pull you up on the thing. There we go. There's some Psy action right there. Boom. We got Tontata Psy here. Oh, nice haircut. Looking good.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I decided to lop it off.
Yeah. Sound is not good. It's low. He's a bit low. Damn it. How do I up it? I could do it here, I think. Speakers. Okay. Try now. Oh, that's a little bit better. That's the best it's going to get at the moment, I think.
That's the peak of its potential.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're good. I think we're good now. Let's see. Yeah, so Chapter, long time no see. I think we missed you by 11 seconds last time, which was rough.
Yeah.
But
I forgot about that. Yeah. I was gonna hop into the last live stream, and right when I messaged Par, he ended the stream. It's crazy.
Yeah, right at like 5:30, and then you messaged me at 5:30, and then
it's like Your Name, or like what's that one anime, like 55 millimeters or something? Like they're hopping on the train and they're like, no, and then they just saw each other passing. That was us.
Oh.
Lovers in the Night.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
Still quiet, but works. All right. Well, I'll try to fix it for next time. As I said earlier, it's a one thing at a time. Oh, sorry. Look, there's even a pen with this projector, so I could write on it, but I don't have that like calibrated just yet. So it's pretty. Yeah. But yeah, this is a good old. This thing is dope. When I tell you the details of it, it's nuts. I might buy a few more, to be honest. This is pretty sick.
Yeah, get a second projector, just double up.
Yeah, for that wall or that wall, one of the walls. But yeah, 5 cent. Wait, you were actually on point. It's 5 centimeters per second.
Yeah, 5 centimeters per second. That sounds right. Let me look it up.
Yeah. So every.
Yeah, that's it. Good movie.
Every every step, every stream will be a step in the right direction, and there's only one direction to go from here, and that's up, just like the chapters. And so, Sai, how did you feel about the love ballad and the hail of arrows? Wait, were there even arrows in this? Wait, hold on. I didn't even register that. There's one arrow.
I'm assuming it's gonna be like another poem that Oda took from.
Pillager. He just steals poems from famous authors. Crazy.
I'm trying to see. Is it? I'm assuming that is from something. I do not see it. Maybe it's legit, like an Oda original.
Yeah, could be. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, but it is good though. Chapter was solid. Love the Shaggy portion. Almost shed a tear for that moment, man. Rayleigh busts in. He's like, "Hey, I'm here for you."
He had a whole poem
Kind of sad that it
himself.
comes at the expense of my goat Sommers being knocked out, but he's still alive. He's still there. He's fine.
Yeah, knocked out, but also knocked away. Like, it's almost like Rayleigh pitied him, used the back of his sword to hit him like a baseball bat. Because he just like went, like Maffey got sliced in half. He got slapped through the wall like some Tom and Jerry character. Like, that was super weird. Is Rayleigh using Toon Force?
Is Rayleigh using Toon Force? No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think it just like knocked him.
I've never seen a swordsman do like this. Zoro's never done anything like this, honestly.
It feels like a reverse Onigiri because he's in the same pose,
Uh-huh.
but instead of like appearing after them, it's like before them. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. It's
He uses it like a baseball bat, as people say. Like,
so,
swords in One Piece, people just swing that shit like baseball bats.
Yeah. And so beyond the sword, what's more important is the move. Red Spider Lily. So it does. So I'm pretty sure that's Blackbeard's like flower representative thing. And that's the flower, like when you touch it, you die or something. I think like it like meaning like it's a
poisonous.
Not poisonous, but it's like a death. Like if you gave someone a red spider lily as like a present, you were cursing them to death or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, but also red spider lilies are poisonous too.
Oh, they're the flowers that like in Demon Slayer, right? Like the ones
You're thinking of wisteria.
Yeah, but there's also another one where it's like they grow in the blood or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about Nezuko's blood demon art.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's the red spider lily, right? I'm pretty sure it is. Because wisteria is a separate thing, and then some anime uses it.
Yes, I think Nezuko's the red spider lily. I know she does like she sets blood on fire.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's actually a blue spider lily is Nezuko's flower, but yeah.
Then what's Muzan? Does he have it?
I don't think so.
Or is that spoilers for the Infinity Castle? Don't spoil me, Sai. I know it was leaked on the internet. I haven't watched it yet.
You can just watch it in theaters too.
Yeah, but I haven't. I'm not gonna take my son to see Infinity Castle. What the hell?
Why not?
It's a crazy movie. A lot of slicing and dicing, and yeah, bro. People get cut in half.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like watching Samurai Jack as a kid, though.
Yeah, not 2 years old.
Sure. But I mean, what if your kid becomes a samurai because of that, though? That'd be a good
I don't know if I
trade-off.
want him to be a samurai in 2025.
Your son is like, Dad, I need to learn the way of the blade. And then you see him in the room like with a katana. Like,
and then Luffy and Usopp go, that's lame. The way of the Bushido's lame, bro.
Yeah, learn how to shoot instead, loser.
Yeah. Speaking of shooting, Man-Mayer pulling out the Prince of Tennis move. 8 shots in one all at the same time. And we know it's all at the same time because the blasts are equal sized.
Yeah, it's like her own version of a gun Gatling.
Yeah. So do you think Yasop is above or below?
If she's still alive today and she kept on training, I like to imagine she's above, but maybe they're equal.
Damn. Do you think Van Augur is a threat to Man-Mare?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to scale these gunslingers.
Or
like shit, I think Daddy Masterson's up there too.
Do you think Van Augur is a Man-Mare?
No.
And second question. Okay, see, this is what I'm interested in. Okay.
All right, go for it.
The Holy Knights. Last chapter, they said that they're stepping in. They all grouped up, pull the Navy back and protect the Celestial Dragons. The Holy Knights of God are stepping in. And at the end of this chapter, I was like, bro, saving Shaki was way too easy. And it made no sense because...
Yeah, like, where are they?
Yeah, where are they? The Rocks Pirates, they had interference and it was Garp. Maffey was there, but like, and Maffey's absolved from me criticizing because Maffy had a mission. It was to save the Sus Dragons, to save the kids. Fine. But Maffy was no different than a tree in the wake of Whitebeard. Like, Big Mom was not like, the thing is, the people that ran the most interference for Shaki were pirates. The Holy Knights, there's no reason for them to show up later, and we know that because Sommers was there first. But it was just Sommers. Sommers the only one who went to the right spot, and it's just so weird because I'm like, who stopped Roger? And then people were like, you know, like, oh, like, you know, you see, like, Rayleigh has, like, wounds on him. I'm like, yeah, sure. But whatever interference they had, it was so little that all of the Roger pirates are here. And, like, it's not like, go on without me, I'll handle this. And it's not like, you know, like, the reality is Sommers got there. And he was like, I'm going to kill you in 5 strokes, Shaki. He didn't even get one off. That's how quick Rayleigh got there. And I'm like, what happened? Last chapter, they were like, it's time for us to step in. And I'm like, Garp sailed from another island and got there before you. That's depressing. Like, he got there and made the Rocks Pirates run from him before the Holy Knights, who were on the island, presumably where the prizes were, and still showed up late. It's like, huh? What happened? How did they...
So many characters, man.
No, it's not.
Keep up with.
Man Mayer's out here just shooting NPC characters instead of going for the prize. We literally see Man Mayer go like, hey guys, let me show off my 8-shot Gatling gun. And then he's like, wait, weren't you supposed to be in the middle where Sommers is? It's so weird. It's so weird.
They kind of remind me of like the Rocks Pirates. They have like their own agendas going in here, right?
Yeah, but even what Sengoku said, oh, they had no teamwork. I'm looking at this chapter. You see them fighting back. They're back to back, doing team moves without hurting each other, taking on pirates that are pretty notable considering that like they're showing up at God Valley, and they're winning, you know what I mean? And they're coordinating. Kaido's literally listening, like, oh wait, we're running from Garp, and they're like, yeah, shut up, let's go. You know, it's like they have teamwork. The Holy Knights are like actually appalling right now. Like, it's kind of insane. The only W they have is on Dragon.
And that's not really a W either.
Yeah. The only thing that maybe this did is that Dragon, like, you know, maybe Dragon learned this move or something. Like, this is the thing is, it's like, this is the most thinking that we've had about Dragon. But then think about it from Dragon's perspective. He sees monster, gets lasered. That monster gets sliced in half by other monsters, and those monsters are running from his dad. And so he's just like, my dad is the monster, guys. Like,
Garp is so cool this chapter, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Garp is so fucking cool.
Yeah, Garp. And then here's the other part, is that Garp shows out like a demon. Most demonic dude. And we had to threaten Shaki's life to get that demon out of Rayleigh. All Garp needed was a good time. Like, that's all he needed.
Yeah, he's living in the moment, bro.
Like, this, where was this Garp on Hachinosu? His ass was just laughing because he's like, watch, I bet you my protege is gonna blow this island to smithereens. Ha 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 ha. But here he's just straight like, you couldn't cook a prime rib. He didn't even say that to Kuzan. He didn't go like, ice. Psh, it wouldn't even freeze my ball sack. Like, nothing. It would, like, my balls wouldn't shrivel to this, Kuzan. Like, he didn't even say that, right? He's straight out here.
Yeah, the one-liners back then, man.
Yeah, he had a lot going for him. Yeah. So this chapter is a lot of interesting things.
It's pretty straightforward when you really like look at it too.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like Oda didn't care for the beginning part, which is a little wonky because, like, getting Shaki the grand prize of the event shouldn't have been this easy. But and you usually it's like getting in is hard and getting out is a little easier sometimes. But we do know that 1096 hasn't, the end part hasn't happened yet, which was Kuma and Ivankov have to show up in the middle, and then Saturn shows up in the middle, and then Big Mom goes off with tries to get the fruit. Kuma eats it. That timeline happens after this moment, presumably, because we see Kuma and Ivankov running, and they're not at the center of the island yet. But 1096 takes place at the center of the island. So there's two things to happen next, which is that part where Saturn shows up, and then I imagine when Saturn shows up and all the Holy Knights show up, then it's like, okay, now the Roger Pirates and the Rocks Pirates are at a struggling point. But that's where it's also weird, because Whitebeard casually dispatched Maffy. Like, he didn't even know. I don't think that he even realized what he did. And like, Maffy is actually scared. Like, Maffy's sweating in multiple panels and goes, what in the world is happening on this island? And that's crazy, because like, okay, so let's add 5 more Maffys. And then you add Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, like Shiki, Captain Sean, who apparently has the Jiki no Mi, by the way, who he has the metal arm. Then you add Roger, Rayleigh, Shaki, who's probably going to be untied. You add Gloriosa, because now we know Shaki's, strong. We always knew that. She can fight. Gloriosa can fight. Thussie can fight. You add all of them, and it's like, okay, 5 Holy Knights and Saturn, can they really stop this? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think that they really can, if we're scaling them up to the point where, like, Whitebeard hasn't used his fruit yet.
Level.
Yeah, Whitebeard hasn't used his fruit yet. He hasn't used hockey yet. He hasn't done anything. So it's like, I don't really know what's happening afterwards, and we're not even adding in Rox yet. When's Rox demon mode come out? When Rox sees Eris, dope name, and Teach threatened, do we just see an explosion somewhere else and Rox just freaks the fuck out? Like, and that's the other part, is that Rox apparently comes in the middle too, because Roger's in the middle, and then at the end of 1096 it goes, wait, Rox, so Rox is there. So like, Rox shows up, even though he's not with the Rox Pirates right now. And I'm just like, interested.
He's probably just like busting down doors looking for his family.
Yeah, but I don't know what the threat is here. Like, at this point, I think that oh, my camera cut out. That's a little weird, because my camera's still on. At this point, I'm more concerned about Garp. Garp seems like the threat, the actual threat to all of the pirates, not the Holy Knights. But who's to know? Who's to say that? But do you think that how much more God Valley do you think we're gonna get? Are we gonna start phasing out of it, or we're gonna get this to completion now?
We're gonna get a completion. We're not phasing out.
Okay.
It would be weird if we just save Shaki and then it's like, oh yeah, now we're cutting back over to King Harold. Like, I feel like we are gonna get this all the way through.
Yeah, and it's interesting because from what we know, the Rocks Pirates fell apart. But in reality, the only casualty is Rocks. So like, even effectively, you come out of this event. Let's just say event ends. The result is everybody in the Rocks Pirates is alive, except for Rocks. And then like Shaki, like when they go like, oh my god, how did they lose? And then it's like, well, like Rayleigh got it. So like, it's not that they necessarily lost at God Valley, but like
they lost the prize.
They lost the prize. Everybody's alive. So now it's like, did the Rocks Pirates, like, did Garb actually win anything? Did he beat anybody? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I guess like Rocks, but if we're to say that Roger or Garb kills Rocks, then like what did the Holy Knights do? What did Saturn do? What was everyone else doing? If it was literally just Garb versus Rocks, and the Roger Pirates leave because now they have Shaki and they don't care about anything, but we do know that they get Shanks and some golds, right? So that happens. Roger leaves. Rocks Pirates don't get Shaki. That's what they're here for. They got some devil fruits. They leave. Rocks dies. They lose. That's what's in the news. But then they fall apart, and it's like, just because Rocks died, I guess. That's it, I guess. But it's interesting because it doesn't feel like like the whole like, oh, the Rocks pirates are too embarrassed to tell the tale of Rocks. You know, like that part still is kind of confusing because it could have easily just been like, yeah, Rocks died, Rayleigh got Shocky, the Holy Knights sucked ass. They were really, I mean, I didn't even see one on the way there. Why do they have to hide so much about God Valley? Where is the erasure part, you know? Because we know that Morgan's report on the news, the island disappears, but that's also like something that was pre-slated, according to Garling. So then, like, why did the Rocks Pirates not talk about what happened in God Valley or the Rocks thing? Like, we still need that. And I feel like that's so much more confusing now, given we're getting the power levels.
I don't know. I feel like there's still a lot of wiggle room still. Like, we're going to be here for, I think, at least 4 to 5 more chapters.
4 to 5 more chapters? You think so?
Yeah, I think this is nowhere close to completion. That's why I think, like, it's hard to really say, like, what the matchups are going to be. Like, you know, Garling still hasn't really done anything. Will Emu still show up to the island? Rocks hasn't even had a confrontation with Roger or Garp yet. Like, it's too soon for me to, like, really put my foot in the sand and say, oh, like what happened with the Rocks Pirates? Like, I think we're still going to see a lot of development. Like, this isn't it yet. Like, this is just the first chapter of God Valley.
I would agree until it's just like, I understand it, but I feel like if I asked last chapter, how many chapters until Shaki's free? I don't know if people would say like, oh, it's gonna be 1 chapter and they're just gonna walk there. They're just gonna run straight to Shaki, free her. Not really a problem. Like, there's no resistance, to be honest. Like, if I had asked that, like, oh, like, who do you think Rayleigh fights on the, like, who do you think Rayleigh fights before Shaki? And it's just Sommers. Okay, who does Roger fight? And it's like Whitebeard. Okay, so who's Garling fight? Nobody. Garling fights nobody on the way to Shaki.
It's funny you say that because I every week I do like a bingo sheet where like I put 6 guesses on the board. I actually did think that Rayleigh would get to Shaki in 1 chapter.
Right. So no, I get that, right? But I'm saying is that the interference on the way there. Okay, so if I said that technically, like, you could count Sommers in this, but if I looked at it and goes, okay, guys, the Knights of God that we got last chapter that said that they're going to step in, how many of them are we going to see fight on before they get to Shaki? And the answer was 0. I feel like everyone would be like, yeah, Par, you're on some shit. If you think that none of the God Knights are actually going to realistically fight, because, like, Sommers didn't fight Rayleigh. Rayleigh hit him and he just disappeared. That's not a fight. Like, that, in reality, Rayleigh just dispatched him. But, like, Maffey doesn't count either. Whitebeard did it. I don't know if Whitebeard even knew he hit Maffey. Like, so in reality, I'm looking at this page, and if I had to ask somebody, how many Holy Knights are going to stand in the way of Rocks and Roger of getting Shaki? And the answer was 0. I feel like most people would be like, no, that's crazy. What do you mean? The grand prize? You mean none of the Holy Knights are going to stop the grand prize from being stolen? That's wild. This is literally families are like, Sommers, get this for the family, bro. Get this for the family. Garlings, this is, I pre-ordered my wife. Doesn't give a fuck. Doesn't care about the kids. Doesn't care about Shaki. Like, Man-Mare is out here killing NPCs, even though they were just told to step in on the pirates. Which is like, it's so funny that, like, the answer was actually just 0. This is crazy.
I don't know. Like, their goal wasn't to, like, save or secure the prizes, though.
The goal was to step in on the
like, I would
Roger Pirates and Rocks Pirates. Sense. It was the Rocks Pirates and Rogers Pirates. Yeah. So the fact that
the Celestial Dragons,
the fact that they and so where are the Celestial Dragons? They're in the middle, right? So my point is that on the way to the middle, the Holy Knights were not there. And they were there first. Garb got there before they did. Like, so that it's like none of them were there. None of them. Sommers went to go kill Shaki. And Sommers has the funniest line, in my opinion, because he goes, it'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell only to find the mangled corpse of their beloved here. So what he's saying there is he's basically saying that, like, yeah, they're gonna beat us. They're gonna survive hell. He doesn't think that they can stop them. They're like, oh yeah, it'd be really funny once they get through the hell, which they will, and then they see you dead. right? Because it wouldn't make sense. It's like, oh, we could just beat them before they get to you, and we can maintain you and keep you pristine because that's whatever. No, he fully thinks that they're gonna get there, but then he's also like, Garling is gonna ultimately get you anyways, which that part I'm interested in. But the part that I'm more curious about, and this is the thing that's been looming over my head, is like, is it just that Emu enters in Gunko and finishes the situation? Because that's what it feels like to me. I feel like it's just Emu intervenes again through Gunko, and then it's like you can't stop Emu from like Dami reversing if you see her on first. You know, like if your experience of Emu is a first time, one time thing, you have to like, what is this book she's pulling out? What is this magic she's doing? What is the rules on Dami reversing? Like you have to figure all that out. So it's like I could easily see her taking out everybody, even though it's not really fair. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone would be able to stop that. But is it that simple? Is it just Emu's like, what's taking so long? And then enters in through Gunko. Because Gunko hasn't shown up yet. Where's Gunko? Right? And then the other part
we're
is
still missing a lot of people.
Yeah, where's the Yeti guy? Where's the other girl? Where's Garling? Garling's not after his own kids, not protecting Shocky. And then I'm imagining Garling is somehow ending up going towards where Teach and Ellis are because they're the points. So that's where Rox ends up seeing Garling. That makes the most sense to me, but it's still confusing on the other part, right? Like, where's the rest of them? Considering last chapter, the whole thing is like, shh, I can't focus on the games. Apparently that was the Viz translation, but the TCB was just like, oh, I guess the games are over. Knights of God, assemble! It's time for us to step in. And it was to step in on Roger and Rox, and then none of them do that. Manmare is out here shooting NPCs. So it's interesting. It is interesting.
It's one of those things. I give it a lot of leeway because it's like I just feel like there's so many people to follow. There's no way we'd see like an update on every single person.
Yeah,
I feel like that's why I said like, yeah, I think there'll be like at least 4 to 5 more chapters at the bare minimum where we see what everybody else is doing, what they've been doing, and then just priority wise, like everybody has different priorities too. Like you said, we see Sommers going after Shacky, Man Meyer Girl is still shooting civilians, and then Maffey just went on a random baby taking mission. So it's like, yeah, like I feel like, yeah, some of them could run interference with like Roger and Garp and good old Roxy Zabek, but I feel like there's also some who are just like off to the wayside doing their own thing. So that's why like I feel like I can't talk too much about it now because I just feel like we're gonna get it next chapter anyways.
Do you think that Sommers gets up and fights Rayleigh again?
He's gonna get back up. There wasn't Conqueror's Hockey behind that. I feel like they don't know that these guys can regenerate yet too.
Yeah. When they get hit, was it normal for them to show pain? It wasn't, right? Like, but when Shocky kicked Sommers, he was like, ouch. Like that was a little interesting. And then like Whitebeard didn't put hockey in it and the slice happened, but Maffey reacted. Like there was the sweat and whatever. But like was that the case on Elbaf? Like when they casually got hit, it wasn't like, this hurts. You know what I mean? It was when Scopper showed up and cut it, then we started seeing that like, oh wait, this actually is a painful thing, right? When Gunko got blown to smithereens by Usopp, it wasn't like, she just respawned. Like it's a little interesting. The reason I'm saying, do you like? I mean, Maffey clearly has the immortality already, but like,
yeah,
Sommers maybe he doesn't have it. Like, I don't know.
I think he has it. I mean, I feel like even if you have immortality, you still get hurt every now and then. Especially if it's like not a blow that you regenerate from necessarily. Like he's not regenerating from this blow. You just you kicked him in the shoulder.
Oh, that might be a hack. Like you don't want to do kill moves. You want to do.
Yeah, you just want to punch him blunt.
Yeah, blunt force. Like it's kind of like you want to do non-lethal attacks. So like instead of one lethal attack that can dispatch them, you have to do 1,000 non-lethal attacks to get their health bar all the way down so you don't trigger the immortality regen. And then it's like a game. Oh, that'd be kind of interesting.
Oh, Alejandro Solis. Robin did hurt Sommers when cracking his back. I remember that. He said ow, didn't he?
Oh yeah, when he snapped in half. That's true. That's true.
Well, you still feel the damage. I'm assuming it's like lessened, but also like you still regenerate from it.
Oh yeah, and Saturn
I wonder what that feels like.
when he got hit through like 15 buildings and got up when he had like no arm and no horns. He was like, and then he was like trying to hide it, and he's like, "You think an insect could hurt me? I meant to get hit. Come on, guys." Yeah, I remember now. When Bonnie stabbed him in the chest, he's like, "I meant for that to happen, idiots." Like, that was such a fun
Regeneration, man. It makes them lazy.
Yeah. They're gonna
Makes them
pass
lazy.
out from pain if they eat an earthquake punch in the face. True. That's the thing. Like, someone said, like, oh, Shaki has C Prism, Mr. Nine, Shaki has C Prism Stone shoes. How does C Stone affect them? It probably doesn't, but like,
I don't think, unless they have a Devil Fruit, I think it won't affect them.
yeah.
Which we know Summers does, but like Matthew, right? We don't know what's going on with her yet.
Yeah. Do you think she's a robot?
I think that'd be kind of cool, but if she's a robot, like a laser beam, really, like we've seen that 1,000 times.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a bunch of all the robots have. She'd be the only robot without laser beams. Wouldn't that be lame?
No, it would be cool if she found her own way. Like, imagine instead of laser beams, she has like a rocket punch.
Wait, but Emmett
like Frankie, but better.
Yeah, Emmett.
I don't care about Emmett though.
But wait, but the only
Emmett
other
doesn't exist.
The only other robot, she would be more like Atlas then, because the only other robot that we know that doesn't have laser beam is Vegapunk. That lame ass.
How about this? Her hand turns into a chainsaw.
Oh, that's so unique and revolutionary. I've never seen that before. Wow.
Exactly. There we go. You're welcome.
She'd be a chainsaw woman. Ah, man, never heard that one before. Yeah, ooh. Really grinds my gears or chains my saw. Saws my
and
chain.
Narukami, that's just the pacifista. Like, maybe, we can't forget Saturn, the godhead of scientific defense. He's been around for a while. Maybe he developed his own laser beams.
Yeah, they're just worse than Vegapunk's.
No, just better. They're better.
No. Because remember, sure, fine, whatever. I was just gonna say, like, Drake, when he saw the pacifistas, he like quantified the laser. He's like, oh my god, this laser, it burns just like Kizaru. Ha, that must be Kizaru's laser. Vegapunk, you already completed Devil Fruit recreation nod, haven't you? That was all the way back at Sabaody. And I was like, damn, how could he tell the type of laser from Kizaru's? Like, has Kizaru hit his ass? I guess at that point he got hit by Kizaru. Or what? No, that was
these
before.
are Void Century lasers. There we go.
Right. Vegapunk is just constantly shooting lasers. Like, can't quite get the Ancient Kingdom's laser technology down. That's true. I did see a concert where some guy lit his cigarette on stage from a laser. It's pretty sick.
Ooh, how about this? She is able to shoot lasers because she's conjuring them from her tongue. And when we zoom in on her tongue, there's going to be like a magic seal on it.
Okay. Oh, she's writing the circle with her tongue. It's like the cherry, tying a cherry stem in a knot, but like magic sign coding just with your tongue. And then yeah.
If you watch Bleach, it's like a Nitora, the fifth Espada. He has like his number on his tongue, and then he shoots Ceros from it.
Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Then like, yeah, Perospero, he might be able to do this. Vegapunk, don't sleep on Vegapunk. You got that tongue too. Imagine the magic
but
spells.
he doesn't have like a sigil on it.
Yeah, but like, imagine he figures out the science behind it, and then now that he's seen
the science behind magic, no. Vegapunk.
Yeah, he saw it on Egghead. He never said that this is inconceivable. The only thing he said was Buccaneers are beyond science. But he literally saw the magic circles and never said, "Wow, this is beyond science." He never said that. He only said that about Kuma. So that means that Shaka is cooking up magic circle science. And the reality is, it's just gonna be like, yeah, so I took a picture of their magic circle and I just copied it and it works. Imagine that, guys. That'd be so funny. He just uses a picture, puts it down on the ground. Yeah, apparently if you just copy it, it just works. Nothing special about it. Whew. Look at that, guys. Oh, man. Can't wait for that to happen. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, it's on the side. So people were bringing up because Eris. I was thinking of like mythology connection with Eris. I'm pretty sure there's something like oceanic about it. But that aside, people were saying that like, oh, Par, do you remember Eris D Tar from the Magic Circle that Emu had? And I was like, I didn't see it, so I'm gonna wait for Sai because maybe he can read it because Sai's like a linguist. So, do you know what they're talking about?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's I think it was Emu Circle whenever they spawned in Gunko,
Uh-huh.
but they did whip out like the pentagram and it had Eris Tar in there.
Where?
It wasn't like super legible.
That's
but
what I thought.
saw it. I just didn't know what to take off of that. Like, is that a thing? Is it like just because like in poneglyphs, for example, right? Oda just kind of jumbles shit up and he just calls it a day, which
Except
is fair.
Panda-Man.
Like yeah, we're not gonna like really hone in on the poneglyph. He's not trying to keep it consistent. So I can't tell if that's like if that actually matters or not. That's kind of like zooming into I don't know if the Gorosei had like the same thing going on with theirs. Like it's like zooming into their sigils and it's like, oh, like does that mean anything?
Yeah, Mimoji Aries. That's Aries. Look up Eris, daughter of Nyx. Nyx, the Knight.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Gorosei circles and they have like a bunch of gobbledygook there too. Like it's hard to make out like if that actually matters or not.
Yeah, yeah. So
At least for me.
Eris for me, like first of all, like Eris Ditar wouldn't fit because Eris is her first name, so it'd be Mar. If anything, I'm on board with Marshall D. Eris, but the confusing part for me is I forgetting because I never focused on Eris. She was a name that came up in Mythos in a few interesting spots, few connected stories, but like if she's not connected to the Davy clan, then in the sense of like directly, then I think the reason why Oda would have named her Eris is that would tie into Blackbeard somehow. So Eris, from memory, had notable. I forget if Eris was the notable child or the children were the notable ones, but there's something notable about them. And so I imagine it's if there's meaning behind it, then it would be that like it has that was meaningful for Blackbeard. Like it means something about Blackbeard. Eris named child something for some reason, but again on that I don't even remember if Eris is a god or like a just a important person or a demigod of some sort. But the family is very interesting. Chaos, yeah. Eris is
the Greek goddess of chaos, strife, and discord.
Yeah, Discord. Yeah.
For
Discord.
inciting the Trojan War.
Yep. That's why. Is it the Trojan War? There's so many things in the Trojan War. Now I'm remembering. I think we didn't talk about Eris specifically, but Kevdog and I were talking about the Trojan War anime in my C for a little bit. Yes, sister.
Well, that just the Trojan War gets brought up just randomly. Like, yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, well, no, he was talking about God Valley having a lot of Trojan War references. And I agree with what he was saying. But there was a few names. I'm like, this is an interesting name. But like now we have Eris, and I'm like, oh wait, hold on, because yeah, Discord, Chaos, like that's a little interesting if that's the name, right? Yeah, it's very interesting. You'll learn more. Wait, did we forget? God Valley equals Trojan War confirmed. I mean, we did it like there's a lot hiding within the horse of God Valley. All I'm saying is that Sengoku set up the biggest catfish of all time, and everyone took it at face value. And I'm like, nah, this shit, like to the point where I was just like, I had an entire series postulating that Rox was probably a good guy who cared about family, and I did not really connect the dots until like last chapter that Rox's entire reason for caring about God Valley is literally his family. And like the whole point of that video or the series was like Big Mom is Big Mom. Her whole emphasis point is being a mom, running her family, a crew. Whitebeard, literally same thing, just adopting people, not rather than whatever. And then, Kaido had his own thing with like Jack and the way he treated his family, then Ulti and Page One. Yamato as well with the thing. So that was a separate video. Then it led to Godfather Shanks and the Fraud Valley video. And, you know, Rox at the time couldn't be like, yeah, I think that Rox is a good guy and only cares about family, right? Because, you know, it's a hard thing to like connect the dots. We didn't know if it was Buggy, we didn't know if it was Teach. But yeah, now we get to God Valley and we're like, yo, it's straight up just they kidnapped his family and he went to God Valley. He didn't give a shit about the Celestial Dragons. He just wanted his wife and kid. He's a good guy. He's all around. We haven't seen him kill a single civilian right now. It's crazy. If anything, is if anything, the Rock's crew is doing more. If like, here's the reality. Off of this chapter, it's canon that the Rock's pirates have helped the Navy and world government more than the Navy and the world government, because the threat on the island to the world government are pirates. So when we look at it, the Holy Knights have done 0 against the pirates. The Celestial Dragons have taken out eight NPC characters. But Whitebeard and the Rock's pirates have taken out an entire drove of pirates. And apparently Rox and Roger are clearing all of the pirates. So that's the reality, is that the Rock's crew is helping out the world government, Celestial Dragons, and protecting them from all the rogue pirates. And we haven't seen them attack civilians or really Celestial Dragons outside of Maffy and whatever. So kind of crazy when you think about it. The Rock's pirates are that good of people, you know? Pretty awesome.
They're okay.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
Next chapter.
I haven't seen. Has Garp hit? I think even Garp. We add Garp into it. Like, yeah, he's taking the head honchos, but he's not taking out the pirates. You know, we haven't actually seen him take out anybody. It's all show when you really want to think about it. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah. I personally want to call them good guys, but hey, yeah, I mean, who can you call good guys at God Valley? For me, it's like, who's actually taking out the threats? The pirates are apparently threats. Rox is taking out them, and it's like, if the pirates are the threats, then your perspective is the world government. So then it's like, okay, and then if your perspective is that the world government's the threats because they're killing civilians, then the Rox and Roger are the only ones taking out the Holy Knights. So it's like, they're the only ones taking out the threats. It's pretty wild.
For now. Well, we'll see what happens next chapter.
Yeah. We'll see. Yeah. Rox crash out incoming. But I'm curious, what holds Rox back? What makes Rox, you know, what changes his like there's something that has to be thrown in for Rox to, like, I don't know, fumble. At this point, it's kind of interesting. I feel like Rox is so strong. Like, Rox, Roger, Garp, what can stop them? I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like the easy answer would just be Emu, but
yeah, that's the thing. It's
yeah.
Emu makes the most
then for
sense.
Emu, I do wonder if, like, they'll be able to buff up the God Knights too, because if their powers come from Emu, and Emu comes here, they could just, like, play a nasty support role.
Yeah, where the Admiral's at. Hey, listen, we don't. That's the problem, okay? We don't need another situation where Kizaru as an Admiral is more impressive than 5 Gorosei showing up. Like when you put it side by side, it's like, damn, Kizaru did a lot. He did a lot considering what came after. And, you know, if you add Admirals to God Valley, it's like they would take all the shine. I want to give it to the Holy Knights. It's just the Holy Knights literally aren't here. They're absent. They're literally in the building, but they're not showing up to class. And, you know, it's just kind of interesting because, like I said, like, Emu's the easy answer, but it's also like Rox, Roger, Garp, and Garland. Let's put them all in the same tier. It's like, yeah, I don't see like them, like, I don't see Garling dispatching the threats in front of him, especially when you see Maffy and Sommers being handled the way they were. And it's like, yeah, we could pull the whole, yeah, you cut us once, but can you cut us 1,000,000 times? Haha. And then it's like, oh, they stall out the fight so long that Emu just gets irritated. It's like, how long does it take to take insects? And then like Gunko's like, sorry, master. And then we get another Brook flashback, and we're excited about the Brook flashback over the fight that's happening in front of us. And then we piece back the Brook flashback, and then, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, like there's some interesting things ahead of us. It's just, I hope the Holy Knights show up. The Holy Knights do show up, or not show up. No, I hope they show up, but also show out.
I think they will. There's no way they don't. Like, until Garling does something, it's like, I feel like there's still so much more.
Yeah, they can't send.
And then even with like you know, characters like Roger, right? We just saw him like for a second fighting Whitebeard, and then Rox, he's still just running around. There's still so much left about God Valley that we haven't seen, so I can't really judge it yet.
Yeah.
Or like question it too hard.
Yeah. So I went through some of the super chats already. We have Scuba7 with the $2 super chat says, Captain Sean could have created the drunken iron ore. I mean, I do think it's shocking that Captain John has the Jiki Jiki no Mi. That was such a random insertion. That might be one of the coolest parts of this chapter.
I like how we're just assuming it's the Jika Jika no Mi, by the way, because like it could very well just be like a mechanical army slips on, but I think it's the Jika Jika. I need to see like the only thing that's like that we're missing for the confirmation, I guess, is just him saying it, or like magnets flying towards him, or just like metal steel beams and shit.
Yeah, I mean, they have a panel where he's like fighting off everybody, right? Where is it? It's they have oh yeah,
we have like 2 or 3 panels with them with it.
Yeah. So he has one, and then he has it in front, but like my thing is like if he really does have the Jiki Jiki no Mi, then he's as depressing as Kid, because the way he dies is swords in his belly, and it's like, bro, he could have repelled the swords. No, like you're telling me 3 Conqueror's Haki imbued stronger than his Haki penetrated his devil fruit. He couldn't deflect metal. Like that's crazy. Like Kid, we get it. Shanks is that much stronger, so fine. He can't repel Shanks's, you know. Like, if someone were to do a post-game interview for Shanks and be like, did you feel any resistance from the magnetism that Kid put off? Oh, he has magnetism? That's what I expect from Shanks in the post-game interview. For Captain John to die to 3 of his people, or 3 of his crew, allegedly, it's like, damn, he really dropped the sauce. He had, his Haki was down, his devil fruit was down. At that point, he just let it happen.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he wanted to die.
Yeah, maybe the reality was he accidentally did it. What if he accidentally impaled himself? That might be better than letting it happen. You know? Not like wanting to, it's fine, and then like actually dying from that situation, having the Jiki Jiki no Mi, and in between that would be that he accidentally he didn't realize swords were behind him, and so when he like did his magnetism thing, he was trying to get something in front of it, and then swords came through him and he didn't realize they were behind him. That'd be crazy.
Or we could just say that he wanted to die. Like he's been looking for a place that I like Pedro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then Captain John's treasure. So that's another interesting thing, because does that mean that, do you think that if this is the Jiki Jiki no Mi, and Buggy has Captain John's treasure map, which look like 2 log poses on a bracelet, basically, we don't really know, which is funny because Nami disregarded it. It was just like, this isn't anything, here you go, Luffy. And then Luffy gives it to Buggy because Buggy recognizes it, which that's also questionable. So then do you think that Kid is on his way to the Cross Guild, and then when he activates his power, Captain John's treasure starts glowing?
No.
Oh. Wait, magnets don't work on gold? See, that's true, I think, but it's also like in fiction, we forget about metals. We just say magnets attract metal. We don't really consider the polarity and the electrons inside the metals and the physics of it. Yeah. So how do you feel about Shanks Shanks getting a concussion at the age of 1, do you think that that's what made him stronger and a good person?
I don't think that's what made him stronger and a good person, but I do like the notion that, if he didn't hit his head, he'd just be an evil guy.
Also, here's the other thing. We don't know. This is a crazy idea. Crazy idea. What if chapter 1, that's not Shanks. That's Shamrock.
It's Shamrock, yeah.
Yeah, you thought about it. What do you think? Like, they find out later, it's like, wait, you're Shanks and you're Shamrocks. And then, like, this whole time, we've been bamboozled.
Yeah, people have been memeing about that. I mean, that's fine. I just don't know where we'd go. Like, it doesn't matter at that point. It's like, oh, wow, this is Shamrock, that's Shanks. Like, okay, cool, we just switch the names. Like, nothing.
So no, it's
really
meaningful because Luffy is dead set. Nobody can change his mind. Shanks is his hero, his role model. A simple change of name does not affect that at all. Shanks is Shanks. So do you think that he's going to start looking after the other Shanks and become a holy knight after his role model? He's like, oh, you're the real Shanks. I'm going to follow you now. I'm a holy knight. I'm going to be king of the holy knights.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay. It was a Dragon Ball reference, and it was so funny. Wait, what? Falling asleep?
Yeah, because Goku hit his head as a kid. Yeah.
Damn, Shanks can beat Goku, you guys think? What do you guys think? Shanks beats Goku, Divine Departure?
Rage baiting now. So, guys, Shanks and Goku, huh?
Yeah.
He wins, right? Yeah. Just
Come on, guys.
Come on, y'all. Like, guys. When we mention them in the same sentence, surely.
Yeah, you guys don't know about post-concussion Shanks.
Jesus.
What's the other thing? There was another thing that I was interested on. Oh, yeah. Do you think that Dragon asked Vegapunk to regrow his arm? Or do you think that he just has a hole in his shoulder now? Or do you think that the laser did absolutely nothing to a 14-year-old child? Do you think that the holy ants are that lame?
Like in classic One Piece fashion, it just doesn't matter. He's just gonna put a band-aid on it.
Dang, that's crazy. You think that the Holy Knight couldn't even permanently damage a 14-year-old boy? Wild. So sad.
He's 17, but yeah.
17.
That's just anime logic.
Yeah. He healed it. Dang.
It's like if he gets, it's like, after what? Luffy gets stabbed by Katakuri with the trident. It's like, well, he just recovered that like 2 minutes later. The hole is closed up. Like we don't question that stuff too deeply.
Yeah.
Dragon's age keeps on going down. Yeah, he's gonna be 5 years old next time. So Dragon, at the ripe age of 3, was at God Valley, huh?
I wish Dragon. I wish we could do the theory. Like I remember you were prostrating the theory that Shaki dies and the Shaki that we have is a clone. That was like one of my favorite theories I heard from you.
That's such a funny theory, dude.
Yeah, and you posted polls about it or whatever. Like it'd be so funny if Maffy just aimed right and just hit Dragon on the head. But apparently their point blank aim stuck so bad they couldn't hit Dragon. But imagine that we saw Dragon's head blown off. Then we'd have to think that Dragon got revived, right? But
we actually don't. Yeah, the guy we see that's Luffy's father right now. It's not actually Luffy's father. Yeah. It's another guy whose name's Dragon, and he just fit the bill. He looked just like him.
Yeah,
like Sanji and Duval.
Yeah, it looks just like him. Don't worry, guys.
It's a cursed timeline.
Yeah, I mean, hey, people have been spitting at the theories like, hey, what if this character dies at God Valley, and the only opposing detail is that they're alive in the current timeline? But that's the only contention they have to do. The only battle they have to fight with their theory. It's like, well, duh, we have clones, duh, par,
No, that's so funny. Yeah, they mentioned they're calling Garp dad. Yeah, they just see Garp like, dad, it's you. Don't even know the guy.
that was I was saying that we got more out of, like, I'm glad that Oda gave us inner thoughts. We haven't really had Dragon think before. We didn't know if he had thoughts. He just had ellipses for most of it. He goes, Kuma, where are you going? And then like nothing. There's no thoughts. Just ... Oda gave us that Dragon thinks. That's a huge W. And then he gave us the whole confirmation that
W for the Dragon fans out there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys fucking won today.
And then also the thoughts W is huge because without that we couldn't have broke the theory that Dragon was Garp's son-in-law. But now we know that would be weird if it was Dragon was his son-in-law at the age of 17, right? Or the age of 4, right? Because that's how young he is here apparently. But yeah, he's 17, calls him his dad. I'm now certain that they are biologically related. Yes or no?
Yeah, they're biologically related.
Okay. I mean, hey, it could be
never questioned
adopted. Could be adopted, right?
Yeah. Could be possible. It's like one of those things where it's like, I don't believe it, but it's like, yeah, I mean, the chance isn't 0, but I just don't believe it. That's
Do you
fair.
think that Sabo sees Garp and goes, Dad?
That's like saying, oh, Luffy's actually part Dragonkin. And it's like, well, I mean, I can't disprove it, so sure.
Do you think Sabo
Why not,
sees
dude?
Garp and goes, Dad? Is that you?
No.
Yeah. So it's like, does Kobe? I mean, he was older. Who would be a good example? Sabo. Sabo doesn't look at Dragon and go, Dad, right?
No.
He goes, Dragon. He doesn't go, Dad. I mean, realistically,
It's not
Sabo
like that.
forgot all of his memories and then was raised by Dragon, so. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting timeline. It's not like Shanks sees Roger and goes, Dad. That one makes a lot of sense to say that because he was a 1-year-old when Roger started raising him. So the whole time, Shanks just doesn't know he has parents. Because Roger's like, yeah, I'm not your dad, kid. My first son is Ace. Shut up. That's what it was. That's the real thing. Oh, yeah, when Roger whispered in Shanks' ear, he goes, I'm not your dad.
Yeah. Your dad's actually at the Holy Land. You gotta go see him.
Yeah, and then Shanks like, what do you mean you're not my dad? He's like, yeah, I actually kidnapped your ass. Like, oh, God. That'd be crazy. We need that. We need that line. So now, Sai, I think we went through super chats and I'm gonna close out the stream a little bit earlier. But I do want to get through probably the most important part of the chapter. The color spread. Yeah. Did
So
you
much
get?
is happening here.
Yeah. What was your main takeaway? Questions? Surprising.
Not really any questions per se, but I just really liked it though.
Yeah. So my question is, like, everyone's holding people that are important to them, right? Nami has like
For
her
the
family,
most part, yeah.
and there's Vivi. Gaimon's in an interesting spot, but Luffy's holding like very important people to him, right? Like Ace and Whitebeard. It's like, oh, why does he have Whitebeard? Well, it's like they fought a war together, and then Whitebeard gave his inheritance to like Luffy. It's like, yo, family, protect them. And that was also Ace's like dad. So like Luffy's like, yeah, you my dad
I feel
too.
like we could come up with like a better person to put in Luffy's arms. Like you could put, I don't know.
No, I feel like this is all family.
I mean, I'm just saying if you had to replace Whitebeard, I feel like you probably could.
No, you couldn't. That's Ace's pops. He had to. That's like if Ace was adopted and Luffy is like, I don't know who Roger is.
To be fair, I wouldn't put your dad in my arms.
Yeah, but he's putting the people he like cares about. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah, I mean, like what I'm saying is, I'm sure you could probably find somebody to replace Whitebeard with, and it would just make even more sense.
Okay, so who could we put besides Whitebeard in the story that like would be on the tier of Whitebeard and Shanks
in terms of how
Ace?
Luffy feels about them?
Yeah, and it's not his crew.
Clay.
Who?
Bon Clay.
Okay, but he's a maybe it's not friends, maybe it's family. That's the thing, right? Because then
Clay, I mean, Whitebeard's not exactly Luffy's family.
Yeah, it's Ace's dad. That's the whole point.
Oh yeah, Uta's another good one.
Yeah, Uta would have been
Uta's
nice.
another
Uta would have been nice, but it's Ace's dad. That's why he's there.
Yeah, I'm sure. If you want to weigh it that way, that's fine. I'm just saying that there's replacements for Whitebeard. He doesn't have to be here. Yeah, if you want to keep Whitebeard in their part, I'm not going to argue against that. Sure, I understand why he could be there, but I'm just saying that there's people that could be a little bit better in in that spot.
If the family's in the arms, okay, or whatever grouping this is, because if it's not like important like that, right? Why is Momo in his pocket?
I mean, we have Momo in the pocket, Kinemon, Yamato. They're like hovering around Luffy.
Yeah, is
previously
Luffy like
invited the crew.
why is the Momo that was an interesting one. And it's Kid Momo, which is cool. But it was and then Boa's like getting knee dropped. Do you think Luffy
Yeah, Boa
need
fell off.
Boa or Boa
Sad to see.
is falling off? Luffy doesn't care about him. He has Gaimon in the mouth, which that one's interesting.
It looks like Luffy just has so many people that are like spilling over.
Yeah, yeah. And then like Chopper, they mistook Chopper because they have the wrong Chopper. That's a plush toy. That's just rude and disrespectful. But then my question is, why is
I think they know this is a plush toy. They just want the plush toy Chopper though.
why is Shirahoshi? Why is Zoro on Shirahoshi? What is that?
See, that is where like I'm like, okay, now it's just getting a little bit goofy. Like we just have so many like random characters with random people at points that I'm not even gonna question. I'm like, yeah, Zoro, Shirahoshi, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
That's
also
fair.
funny
like,
because
like Sanji has Hiyori, which I get. Like Sanji has all the women, but it's also like, damn.
he also has
He's just not, like, there.
Perona, who's lived
Yeah,
with
he has
Zoro.
Corona. And then Whoop Slap is just coming out of Luffy's cheeks. Like, yeah, we have a lot of like randomness here.
Yeah, and it looks like Sanji's trying to get Shirahoshi from Zoro, which is funny because it's like, is Zoro holding Shirahoshi down? Like, what? That is an interesting like predicament Shirahoshi's in. Do you think she'd rather be under Zoro's back or in Sanji's arms?
The real Shirahoshi, I can't say.
Yeah.
Plush, inanimate, not alive Shirahoshi. I mean, I don't think she really cares.
Where
I
would
think
you
she's
want to
just
be?
there.
Would you want to be in? Oopstop is underneath Luffy's right butt cheek from our perspective.
Whoop Slap is right under Luffy's leg, by the way, if you can't find him.
Yeah.
So where would I want to be?
Yeah, if you were in Shirahoshi's position, with
guess
Sanji or with
Nami.
Zoro.
Oh, between the two guys? I mean, probably neither. Just get me out of here.
Damn. I see. I would have picked Shirahoshi's. I would have stayed because then I could sniff Mihawk.
The fuck? Yeah, the fuck? I don't even know what's happening anymore, Par. If we were inanimate object Shirahoshi, would we want Sanji or Zoro to caress us lovingly? Honestly, I don't really have a strong opinion on that, Par.
So
I'm gonna have to be real, brother.
and do
I
you
don't
think?
really know.
Do you
I
think
haven't really thought about this too hard.
that the visual imagery of Buggy dive bombing into Shirahoshi is confirmation that Buggy, as Crosskill, is headed towards Poseidon on Fishman Island?
He could be. We don't really know if Buggy knows about Shirahoshi though.
Because think about it. Who else is on Buggy's team? Mihawk? Is Mihawk already... Does Mihawk already have Shirahoshi in his grasps? And Buggy's on the way.
I mean, if that's the point, like, we need to know how they know about Shirahoshi.
I mean, who's going to stop him? Can Fishman Island stop them?
No, what I'm saying is, how do they know about Shirahoshi?
Oh, Buggy would know. Because they knew about it. He heard the prophecy about Poseidon. He was there.
So he goes to pick her up?
Yeah. I mean,
I feel
because
like his first
Vegapunk
objective
literally
is
was like,
poneglyphs.
the ancient weapons are all very important for the One Piece and whatever. Or like, you know, the
Yeah.
war. So then they're like, oh, we need power, fame, and whatever. And he's like, well, I know an ancient weapon. They're like, you do? And he's like, yeah, it's kind of a girl on Fishman Island. We just got to pick her up. He's like, Dave, how'd you know about that? Well, you know, I was on Roger's crew and kind of like just said it. And he said this was the time and she'd be this old. So, hey, you know what's crazy? The princess is that. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, sure as
That
that.
would be bad. I mean, I'd just be kind of shocked he's not going after the poneglyphs first.
Yeah. Maybe we find out Buggy has photographic memory and he just doesn't need them. Because he
just
saw
knows
all
that
of them.
already.
Yeah, he saw all of them. It's not like he hasn't. He literally was there. Like he saw every
Yeah.
single one of them. It might be
Photogenic
that
memory.
he has the rubbings of, because you know, like when he got his devil fruit, he like hid it from the rest of the crew, and so like maybe
Yeah.
he secretly took the rubbings off of the other ones and he just had them. He's like, oh yeah, the poneglyphs, they were never a concern. I had them the whole time. I just didn't care. You know?
God, I wish.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
at the same time, it'd be kind of sad because we wouldn't get like the Buggy run back.
Yeah. So the biggest question now is, what the hell's the lion doing? Is the lion important?
The lion, I believe, is also playing the claw machine.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It looks like he's just kind of spying in.
Is the lion the Thousand Sunny?
Ah, I don't think so.
Is it the Griffin? Is it Shanks?
No, I just think it's a lion, brother. We've
That's
seen
interesting.
lions in color spreads and cover page requests before. I think Oda just likes depicting lions with Luffy because it's like a symbolic of the sun.
People are saying
I'm
Richie.
assuming- Yeah, fucking Richie.
This is
Richie
different
got,
than Richie.
dude, if that's Richie, he got a hella glow up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Richie,
That's like
Richie did not look that cool. No. Richie was like isn't Richie fat too now?
no. He's on
I'm
Ozempic.
pretty sure Richie's fat, dude.
What?
Richie?
Yeah, I didn't see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Richie's fat post time skip.
Yeah, the lion's interesting. This is a
Yeah, he's fat as fuck, man.
really.
Yeah, he's got chubby ass cheeks now. He's not even walking. Oh boy. Yeah, look up Richie post time skip.
Let me see.
Yeah. Oh no, they got his ass in a checkered vest. Oh, he's cooked. Yeah, Richie's cooked, man.
Yeah, but
I remember
maybe
seeing him post time skip, and him and Moji are both like, they're pushing like 300, brother.
Oh no, but he's bulking, Sai. He's bulking.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
He just needs to take steroids. And you know what? You know what we just invented in the One Piece world?
PRT.
Chopper's been selling that good stuff. You know, we saw it in action with Beppo. Imagine a lion like Richie takes it. Ooh.
Yeah, Su Long Richie.
Su Long Richie, more like so long. Because when you see him, it's sayonara, you know?
I still like the theory that Moji tames Kaido one day.
Oh, yeah. I love the theory that Moji mogs Tama. Tama's like, how are my lunar cycle controlled devil fruit powered users all being taken over? And it's just Moji in the background.
It's just Moji over there.
Yeah.
He's got a whip. He's like just mastering them.
Yeah,
That was a big theory back in Wano. People thought that Moji would eventually tame Kaido. Because we have like the King of Beasts and like the Beast Tamer.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
said in his Beaver
It
card,
hasn't
I'm pretty
happened
sure,
yet.
that he can tame any beast, and then
Yeah,
and all beasts
canon.
like basically want to listen to him. That was it. Was like he's like the gigolo of animals, like some crazy shit. Like we don't know if Moji showed up on Zunisha. My God, he might become the strongest in the verse just off of just showing up. Zoe's just like, I hear you, master. Don't even speak a word. I already know your thoughts, your desires. And then Momo's like, wait, what about me? You had me like traumatized and shit. And Moji's just like snirk. Like he's just like, he pulls off his chest as the Kozuki symbol in the back. Like,
Yeah. Kozuki Moji. He's
yeah.
coming in, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
Someone
the
actually
funny
believe
part.
Moji would tame Kaido. They need to jump off Zunisha. No, everybody believed it. That was
Yeah,
a big theory.
yeah, and then that got but everybody who believed it also got replaced by everybody who believed that Zoro would kill Kaido too. This is the same like brain
that one
cells.
took over for a little bit.
Yeah.
But just know that before Zoro kills Kaido was a thing, it was it was Moji taming Kaido.
Wait, you know what's funny? I just realized
Legendary
all the
theory.
gas are giving Moji. I forgot, not that I forgot, but like Chocho, he was a dog who just defied Moji. Moji's like, get out of the way, little dog, and
Well,
he had Conquer's hockey.
that spawned another theory back during the East Blue saga where Choo Choo wasn't a real dog. It was a Zoe and Devil Fruit user that turned into a dog.
He's the mythical tiny dog.
Yeah, that's why Moji couldn't tame him because he's actually a person deep down.
Yeah, he's just.
And I think that just makes too much sense.
He's just masquerading for the mayor to get free food.
Yeah.
That
was a hot theory back in like 1997, let me tell you. People ate that one up.
back in my day, people had theories of quality, guys. Come on. Choo Choo was as mythical as Zoan. On the tier of Nika and Kaido. Oh my god. You could not have a top 5 without speaking the name of Choo Choo. Yeah, he's actually a train who ate a Zoan fruit. That's what he is. Oh god.
Good old East Blue saga.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm rewatching the One Piece live action right now, and that shit's hilarious.
Yeah, damn. Why are you torturing yourself?
Dude, I don't know why. Every episode is fucking torture.
Is your wife putting you through it because she liked it?
Yeah. No, we're both watching it for torture.
Oh, damn. Them two peas in the pod,
Yeah,
I
we
guess.
we kind of memed on it. We are like, yeah, we should rewatch One Piece live action, and we started rewatching it, and it's like, man, why are we doing this?
Oh.
What are we doing here?
Torture is great.
Which,
no,
I mean,
because-
if people like the live action, that's fine. It's not, like I said, it's, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. I'm not gonna stop people from liking it, but for me, it's not great. I can't handle it. But you know, as a One Piece fan, I gotta consume it. Gotta consume it.
Hey, I mean, I don't know if that's what I don't know if Matt Owens would condone that. I don't think he goes, as a One Piece fan, you should rewatch this if you don't like it. I think he'd be like, hey, you should just stick to the manga. Like,
Yeah, they cut Choo Choo's storyline, which is what reminded me of that. Choo Choo was on the live action.
I'm pretty sure Matt Owens literally verbatim said that. He's like, yeah, I'm just making this for being a part of this to get people into the manga. If you don't like the thing, just give the manga a chance. I don't think he ever went, yeah, if you like the manga and you hate the thing, make sure to watch it, because if you're a true One Piece fan, you should. I don't think.
Within his genre of anime adaptation, it's as good as it gets. Yeah, you could say that, but
Yeah.
it's still not good though. I've seen people say that. They're like, oh yeah, you know, but every other adaptation's bad. It's like, yeah, that's true, but that doesn't make this good necessarily. That's like saying, yeah, it's like the best of the worst. It's like, that's not exactly a compliment I can give.
Yeah, and I would just say, because I know the side doesn't like it, so like that's why it'd be torturous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also rough because another reason we're rewatching is because we just finished watching Pirates of the Caribbean. So like going from that to One Piece live action it's also pretty insane.
Yeah. So one last question before I wrap up the stream. I think got through all the super chats. Was do you think that like certain characters like Shaki, I don't know, like Dragon. Shaki's an interesting one because she is a combatant, but like,
Yeah.
realistically, next chapter, Kuma eats the devil fruit in the timeline, and everyone is in the same area. Kuma saves 500 people. Of the main cast that we see in this chapter, characters like Dragon, characters like Shaki, like certain characters, do you think that they are among the 500 that Kuma saves? Teach, Eris, do you think that they are, well, they're not Eris, obviously, but Teach.
Teach, sure.
Okay.
But Shaki, no. Dragon, no.
Yeah, Dragon would make sense because Kuma.
Dragon doesn't make sense. Shaki also doesn't make sense either.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's like some of these characters.
Shaki, I'm here for you. Now here, leave the island with Kuma.
Yeah, because we know that
Here, slave boy, take her away.
it's
Nah, dude.
because the reason why I was confused is like Dragon surviving the ordeal is a kind of a miracle given where he's at. Like he's so weak amongst these insane people, and he almost died already. But he has a reason to die because he's carrying a target, and he still wants to. But the thing is, all the threats left him, and he could go to the coastline and be fine. But we know that's not what happens because Shanks ends up in a treasure chest, and Roger picks it up as if it was loot. So Dragon has to make his way back to the center, put him in there in a way that Roger and his crew, who are already, like at the end of this chapter, they already are going, grab the treasure and run for it. So somehow Dragon makes it back, stuffs Shanks' ass in a chest, and Roger and his crew have no idea, unintentionally pick up a kid in a chest and go, oh my god. And it's written that Shanks. That's why I'm also like, maybe Dragon has Shamrocks and Mappy has Shanks. And so Mappy goes, oh shit, I have to fight them. Where can I put the kid to put him safe? And puts him in the treasure chest. And then that's the treasure chest that Roger
Another
takes.
switch.
Yeah, and then Dragon gets all beat up, and that kid actually ends up with the Celestial Dragons. And so Dragon doesn't save Shanks, he saves Shamrock.
Just doing so much to just invert the names for no reason.
Oh god, that'd be so
Do
funny.
you think Shaggy could be Mosa, and that's why Loki knows. No.
No.
I do not think Shaggy could be Mosa. Just, it always goes back to like the dialogue. Shaggy does not talk like Mosa. I feel like the dialogue doesn't match. But also Loki knowing all this, that's not like confirmed.
Yeah.
Because we don't know like how much Loki actually knows. Because this feels like a narrator flashback more than a Loki flashback per se. At least right here it does.
So you know,
Summers went up. Love Summers. Well, we don't have like I don't
Summers
know. I
went
like all
up?
the Holy Knights so far.
how did Summers go up? How?
Not in terms of like power, but like in terms of how much I like him. I think he's pretty cool.
The guy who couldn't
Yeah.
kill a chained up person in one hit, and then couldn't even get that one hit because he's so
Just
slow.
dialogue wise and action wise, I think he's kind of fucking cool.
Oh, a guy who couldn't do what he said he would do. I love empty
I mean,
threats.
he was gonna do it if Rayleigh didn't show up.
Oh, yeah. If
Yeah,
people weren't around and I could have my way with harmless people. The only people he's had power over is a kid in a tree and a chained up lady.
No,
Crazy
that's
W for
the
Summers.
meme.
Wow.
I was like, dude,
love-
like my goat can only hurt people who can't fight back. It's so funny. I love Summers, man.
Yeah, and he also doesn't
Especially
believe.
young Summers has aura, dude.
Yeah, he also doesn't believe in his teammates. He goes, "Yeah, the pirates are gonna inevitably make it through hell, and I'm planning for that. And when they do, then they'll see your mangled up body." Which is just like, that's kind of crazy. But then he couldn't even mangle it up, so that's also kind of wild. But not that I
he's
want
like-
him to. But
He's like the world government version of Kaido. He's so awesome.
what's curious to me is that we kind of know for a fact that Dragon and Kuma have to be in the same spot at some point. Because Kuma gets his fruit, Ivankov gets the fruit from the boxes. Dragon has to make his way back to the boxes and put Shanks in there. And then there's some people who think that Dragon got his fruit from there too, which, neither here or there. But the point is that Dragon has to come back to the center. And I'm like, how does he make it back out to safety after all of that? Like, he almost died leaving. He goes back in.
Garp is just gonna give him safe passage.
No, yeah, and then,
Somebody's
yeah,
back.
Garp is fighting, defends him, and then allows all that to happen. And it's like, so then, none of these characters are the ones that Kuma ends up saving. Like, right now, it doesn't feel like any of them. The only one of notoriety would be Teach. But even that one's an interesting one, because we don't know where he's at. Because the other thing that I keep on saying is that, unlike Shaki, Teach is a point, not a prize. So he's not supposed to be in the center. He's supposed to be out somewhere. So, that's also curious, too. Where Rox ends up, where Teach ends up. Do you think that they are when he goes, "Oh, rely on the Davy Clan," do you think that they have a headquarters that says Davy Clan on there, given the fact that they're
No.
so easy to figure out? Do you think they just have a family building?
I don't think so.
Okay, so where do you think that
Family
Rox is
buildings
gonna
first.
find them? Do you have any inkling?
I think they're just gonna be running around hiding and stuff.
But they're not in the center, right? They shouldn't be,
I don't know.
because they had a whole
I have no clue, brother. It's one of those things the hunting games start. Are they hiding near the start? Are they hiding far off the coast of the island? Hiding in a building underground? A building listed as Davy Clan? It's hard to tell because we don't know the layout of God Valley and everything. So I can't really say. For all we know, they could be in the center, and with new information, that could just make a lot of sense.
I think it's gonna be
which is still way too early into this to really tell anything.
I think it's gonna be, yeah. I'm telling you to, take a leap, Sai.
Take a
use
leap.
your, just
Then I'd say they're in the center.
risk it a
to
little
put
bit,
everybody in the same
Sai.
commotion.
Your reputation isn't on the line for being wrong. I'm just.
I mean, no, I know.
What's
I'm just saying
exciting,
that,
Sai?
it's hard to
Where do you
guess
want to see them?
specifics.
Where
Okay, if
do
you're
you
asking,
want to see
where
them?
I want to see them?
Yeah.
I'd just say in the middle. Just put them in the action.
Dang. See, I think we're gonna get Attack on Titan, and we're gonna see where they're hiding out in Rox's basement, and then Rox has some trinkets of information. I still want to know how he knows so much, because the thing is how did he know about the Chamber of Flowers, right? Or the Flower Chamber? There's certain things like that kind
It's
of
probably just
reeks.
gonna be like Uchiha Stone Tablet stuff.
Yeah, like it reeks of that, or like what happened in Attack on Titan, where it's like, yeah, that guy was on the other side. That's how he knew of everything, and he broke in the opposite way, and that's how he has all this information, right? So it's like I kind of want like. Not that I want an explanation of like, yeah, the Davy Clan Stone Tablet. Like, I don't know if something like that needs to exist. But like Rock specifically, right? Like, there's something up with him that just sets him aside. And people have had that with Teach. Like people have come up with theories to the point where it's like that he needs to have 3 bodies in him, and one of them is Rock's. That's why he knows so much, right? But like at the end of the day, there's not a single like poneglyph that could have gave Blackbeard all of the info that led him to where he's at. And we know that he doesn't have the road poneglyphs. We know that he doesn't have the certain things to read them, right? Like there's a certain kind of question mark when it comes to like how Blackbeard knows all this stuff. And I'd imagine it's like, yeah, he's a Davy clan, he's D clan, all this stuff. But the reality is he's 2 years old here. And when he gets to Whitebeard, allegedly, he already pre-planned his entire thing. He's like, I need this devil fruit. It's the Yami Yami. My best chance is to be on Whitebeard's crew. How does he know that? And when he talks to Ace, he goes, when I was a kid, there was a book. And the book told me all these things. It's like, where was that the same book that Sanji had? Did he have that as a orphan child in a poor decrepit town? You know, it sometimes feels like, you know, that Sanji had it because he was royalty and he was rich, and those are the kids that had the reading, and like Sabo's another one of those characters, he had those readings. But it's like, did Blackbeard have that, or did he have something specific that Rocks had? And that's where it gets interesting, because it's like, it does feel like he had some of the stuff that Rocks had, but like at this point it's like, how could he have? If their home was God Valley, then it's like, how did he get to the spot to get all this information? Like, is it like Rox's library? Like, is it the library of Ohara but just Rox edition? Like, how does that work? You know, so I am curious to see how, you know, some of those things are inherited. Is it as simple as Rox is shadow enters in Blackbeard's belly as a baby and he's his Jinchuriki? Like, I don't know, maybe it is that. I don't, that's kind of crazy.
The Davy Stone Tab would be so funny though.
Yeah, it could be that, but
it could just be engraved on the side of the mountain too, like the rock that's split in half. Like, imagine the entire sides of that are just like labeled or littered with text.
Yeah, but the thing is, that would be Blackbeard would have to read that as a child because God Valley disappears. So maybe Kid Teach is a prodigy child genius.
If it's actually disappeared. I mean, Shanks was somehow able to get sake from his hometown.
True.
Maybe it's still out there somewhere.
Do you believe in the theory that this island is Dami reversied?
No, it could be a Bismarck though.
Oh, a Bismarck. Interesting. You think it's in the abyss?
That'd be interesting.
They did summoning circle, and then they just left it inside the summoning circle?
Yeah.
Because
we saw, I mean, obviously the anime needs to be taken with a grain of salt, but whenever they use the abyss, at least when Saturn did, he was like walking through the abyss before he ended up on the other side at Egghead. So for all we know, maybe there is like a pocket universe, kind of like Blue Nose Dordo to me, kind of like Uta's.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Mirror World.
It's just,
and the abyss is like that, and that's where God Valley's at.
Kind of confusing when we have instances like Somers sitting on a couch and he's not walking or moving, yet he and his couch and his trunk all get teleported in. So it's like things like that make it a little wonky, but I do believe, like, I feel like Bluno is kind of what Oda's going for. You know what I mean? Like, I think that, and that's why him as a character phases out. And to the point where, like, Oda goes in Film Red and is like, yeah, I wasn't really planning on bringing those characters back. But the director kind of was like, brought them back, and then just kind of like forced my hand a little bit to put them in because they
I had no choice.
Yeah, so it's like,
that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Also, I do have to head out because I got to go to work.
Yeah, same here. Rocks got sealed into the Yami Yami no Mi. Well, you know what else is getting sealed into the Yami Yami no Mi? This chapter reaction. So thank you guys for tuning into this chapter. this knock up stream with the Sai who does the knocking and me who does the upping. And I appreciate all you guys. I apologize for constantly letting down all the underbelievers, the people who truly believe that I will show up and read at a faster rate and constantly disappoint you all. But to be fair, this cover story...
An hour and 8's kind of crazy for this chapter, by the way.
There was a cover story. The double spread color spread. That one was kind of... That one sunk 10 minutes of my time. Just
but last time you didn't include Kozuki Morio, so I don't know.
Yeah. But that chapter was also on its own really crazy. Just throwing that out there. That this.
Yeah, guys, if it goes over, it's not my fault. It's because the chapter's too good.
No, this chapter really sucked. I don't know why this is so long, honestly. Yeah. In comparison to the previous chapters, this one isn't justifiable time-wise. You know what I mean? Like, I can't justify the time as well as I could the previous chapters. Because this one's pretty straightforward. There's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Just yo, where are the Knights of God? Where are the?
I mean,
God.
Like, I sat here the other day and I was like, oh, where's this guy? Where's that guy? I was like, okay, it's getting kind of pointless to say that at this point because, like, man, like, there's just so many people who are still missing. Like, even with the Rocks Pirates, like Kyowo and Captain John, like all these guys, like, yeah, they're fighting, but why are they fighting? What are they fighting for? Like, Shaki's already been taken. Like, what are they doing? Like, who are they being stalled by? Like, there's so many people who could say that for.
Wait, they're
so
here.
It's, like, it's just hard.
They're here. We saw them.
No, I know they're here. What I'm saying is that, like, we don't see like a shot by shot of what exactly they're doing, what's going through their mind. Like, who are they being stalled by? Is it actually just fodder? Like, even Barbell. Like, Barbell's literally covered by a dialogue box. Like, we're still missing a lot. So it's like, you know, at first I was sitting here like,
I wouldn't consider that missing in the same scope of the Knights of God who said that they would step in and then stepped away and out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, and then like Rocks. Like, what I'm just saying is that, like, we could be spending a lot of time with these characters and we could just get that next chapter. So I'm not like even too hung up about it. Like, I think we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I guess you know, Sommers is the only person who pays attention to in class. But Garling himself, Manmare is the most disrespectful.
Sommers is just doing his own thing too. He's not even following Garling's orders. He's trying to, like, if anything, he's trying to like betray Garling to an extent. Like, if I can't get her, and if Garling's gonna get her, I might as well kill her too. I'll just get rid of her.
When they said step in front of the pirates, he's stepping in front of their goal. Like, oh, they're all here for you. I'm here to destroy them. Manmare, though, that's the one you can't say anything about. Manmare is out like, yeah, Garling told me to do this, but the only explanation is like, yeah, I'm so weak that I need to get points on the board to get Shaki, I guess. Which is funny because, like, Manmare wasn't even a contender. Manmare was relying on Gunko. so that's the funny part, which is also interesting because Gunko wasn't one of the characters that was assembled by the Knights of God. Manmare was. So Gunko is the character where Gunko could be out there fighting, killing all the civilians, getting all the points, and Manmare should show up. But, you know, I'm honestly not going to bring a gun to a sword fight because that's never ended well in the One Piece world. So, you know, I don't think Manmare could fight anybody of notoriety. Did impress me, to be honest, but till the day I see Yasop fight head to head against Shanks, or not Shanks, or like a character like that, you know, color me surprised to see Manmare fight any of the Rocks Pirates and show up in a like preferable way to them. I don't think that'll happen.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Van Augur did beat Cracker in like filler anime cover story made up bullshit where he one shot Crackers that were supposedly Gear 4 tested. Yeah, that's the Van Augur I remember, not the one that couldn't even get through John Bart in the manga. That's that guy. Yeah. Shh. Yeah. Par is just a hater, says the guy with the saint in his name. The guy, yeah, of course you'd feel the pain. You know, my bad, Saint Shade. The guy who when Sai declared all of his viewers to change their name to put Saint, you were the first one to do it. Literally the next stream we got it. Oh no, it was in stream. You changed your name.
I thought about changing the name to Saint Sai, but I was like, nah, that's too much.
You have 3 channels. You could do it. Why not?
No. Changing your channel name, that affects a lot. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to do that. It's too much.
Alright.
I thought about it, though. I sat for a second and contemplated.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you from the good old work schedule. So with that, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all the support. I appreciate you guys. See you guys next week. Next week's stream will be interesting. Hopefully, this time the chapter released at a time where it wouldn't affected the full schedule next week or this week, but hopefully it gets released at a time where I can stream normal time. So